Thank God.
Oh.
Damn, we had a bit and everything.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry.
What the fuck?
This loud ass ad interrupts what my thought process was going to be.
Well, chat, you'll never know what that bit was, but it was golden.
Oh,
It's true.
We all laughed, we cried, we grew a little bit as people.
It degenerated into something.
Yeah, the social link was definitely deepened that day.
There you go. And none of you will ever know.
Magician went up a level. Pretty good.
None of you will ever know.
Or am I more of a
clue?
Or am I more of a chariot? I don't know.
I get that reference.
Yeah, you do.
Ah, the music's playing now.
There you go. Yep.
Ever
since getting the new computer, I've had to readjust a few things, and you might notice one of them. I'm not using the overlay for Gateway. That's because I don't have it on this computer, but I'll have it soon, hopefully.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's no problem.
Yeah,
a special diet version of Gateway.
It's true.
Oh, you know who makes really good overlays on the fly, Connor?
What's
Our
that?
buddy Luke. You should have him make one out of his favorite medium just for this.
The next time that I am not prepared, I will go to Luke and I'll be like, I need you to slap something together in MS Paint right now.
It will look so good.
Everyone's echoing.
Gateway.
Gateway.
Well, that's not
We're getting
good.
picked up on like 2 things. We might be getting monitored on your something. I don't know. I've had issues like that before.
Crazy. Well, try saying something now. Let's see if we can. Are they echoing still? I'm waiting for chat to respond. Now everyone is super quiet? Okay.
Chat, you're my only hope, dude.
And now?
1, 2, 3. Am I loud enough?
Am I loud enough?
Are they echoing?
Are we gonna have
more
a loud off?
importantly?
Are we finally doing it, Lanny? Are we having a loud off?
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh.
No echo, we're good? Oh, they were coming in through my
think I can
headphones. That's
withstand
why
it.
they're echoing. It's still echoing.
Well, howdy do, strangers. We're reporting
Hey,
live from a cave today.
How y'all doing, partners?
Okay, we're getting our feedback like a couple seconds afterwards, so I'm going to call that good enough. Welcome back to Gateway, everybody. We're scuffed as usual. I see.
Scuffing as usual.
Scuffing as usual, I see. Well,
Would not be a stream without technical difficulties.
it's true.
Grandma, have that in my head for the rest of the day.
Scratch grounder.
Who shit in my pipe?
Well, while I see if I can get this issue sorted, let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves, starting with my very good friend, Fringe Type.
Hello, Connor. Hey, everybody. I'm Fringe Type. Fringe. Mr. Fringo. You can find me at twitch.tv/Fringe Type. I stream throughout the week. Variety streamer boy. I play craft builders. I play spooky games. I play really spooky games. And I also play retro games. I stream mostly Monday, Thursday, and Friday is what I'm working for right now. But I try to go ahead and fire at least 3 or 4 streams a week. Those are the main days I normally hit it off. You can see me on all kinds of voice acting things, such as this here on Gateway, and also every couple of Tuesdays on Monty's channel, I play a little Phantom Thief guy that you can also watch. Super fun, super fun. So if you want to hear me tell dum-dum stories, because I do love telling all sorts of stories, tales, and making people laugh, you can come on down to twitch.tv/Fringe Type, and I will do my most to go ahead and make you smile. What happened to me this week? Oh yeah, I went to go get gas last morning and I saw baby foxes. Super cute.
Very cute.
Oh, have you ever seen a baby fox? Has anybody? It looks like a
Yes.
poof that somebody took a marker and drew a little face on, like a little like :3 face. It's so cute. So cute. They're so sweet. They were playing. It was idyllic. Looked like a Thomas Kincaid painting. But yeah, anyway, twitch.tv/French type. That's me. That's me. We're gonna make some changes to the channels, and pretty soon everything will be all copacetic. It's almost where I want it to be.
Excellent.
That's me, Phil.
Excellent. Right on. Up next, we've got Lanny Pator.
Why, that's me. You can find me anywhere at Lanny Pator. YouTube.com/4starbento, Team 4-Star, all that fun stuff. Posting things and places here on Twitch. Playing a lot of Marvel Rivals still. They just announced all the Season 2 stuff, and goddamn, I don't know how these programmers can keep making characters like that with only one hand, but good for them. Yeah, gonna be playing a bunch of that. Still playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance. And other than that, I'm busy as shit. So tune on in if you want to hang out. That's me.
Hell yeah. Up next, we've got Sarah.
Me.
Where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'm Blue Sky on YouTube. That's Sarah with an H and with an E. I'm on vacation at the moment in my little ensconced room doing my shit. Not really doing anything. I didn't do shit today, but it was great. But yeah, streaming with Fringe. I had to visibly stop myself from saying that. I'm working on it.
You're doing very good. What did we play together?
We finished. I was gonna say it's like you play sometimes like really scary games, yeah, and sometimes we play Crow Country, which is just adorable.
It was an adorable little indie horror game.
Oh, that
like
that Resident Evil like.
Yeah,
it's spoopy cute. I didn't know you could.
And the puzzles were really nice.
I just felt bad being like, it's like you have to do it that way, and you sound so upset that you didn't figure it out.
I spent 15 minutes solving a puzzle that did not exist.
Damn.
Ain't that always the way?
Maybe the puzzles were the friends we made along the way.
God, I hope so. Anything to get back that 15 minutes.
But yeah, gosh, I'm just working stuff on things that can't be spoken about. I don't know, man. That's me, I guess.
Excellent. And up next, we've got my very good friend, Xanalis Grimm.
Oh, that's me. Hey, do you guys like D&D? Maybe some Domains of Dread content? Well, you can catch me over on Burnout Vaughn's channel, twitch.tv/Burnout Vaughn, tomorrow at around 2:30 PST. If you want to see some of that content done, I'm playing a very lovely Bard of Tragedies over on that channel. Then on Monday at around 7 p.m. PST, we should be back with some more Stalwart Souls, barring flight schedules. If there's a flight issue and we have to push it off, then I'll stream something else. But I'll be there. You can find me twitch.tv/Instagram there. Then on Tuesday, over at twitch.tv/Distortion Devil, we're going to be doing some more Vecna Eve of Ruin, I think, right?
Hopefully.
And if not, then I'm sure something else will be there in this place, lurking and waiting. That'll be over around 2:30 PST.
Yes.
Then Thursday, twitch.tv/MontyGlue at 7 p.m. PST. You can catch me playing a Bertrand Lockwood, a very sad human fighter, in Monty's rendition of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're really deep into that module, so if you like high-level D&D 5th edition content, that will be there for you. And aside from that, at least for now, that's me.
Excellent. And I suppose that just leaves me. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky, at Distortion Devil. You can find all of my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/devilsanddicerolls, patreon.com/devilsanddicerolls as well, if you like slipping me a few bucks to help my video making endeavors. I'm going to be recording my first bit of actual content instead of just D&D VODs, where I'll be talking about playing unusual characters. Yeah, I'm hoping people will like that.
Heck yeah.
And that is yeah, that's about it for me.
Hey, Connor, real quick.
Uh-huh.
So recently at a convention, I saw a bunch of really handsome nerds rolling some dice, and they looked particularly peculiar. You know what kind of dice they were using?
You know, I think I know the ones you're talking about. I think they might have been Die Hard Dice.
The sponsor
right.
of the Unexpectables?
That's correct.
That's crazy.
That is also correct.
The microphone cannot contain Fringe's excitement.
I hate Discord's sound canceling. Tell me about the savings and merchandise.
Well, Die Hard Dice is your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you're head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% when you shop at dieharddice.com.
Oh, good. I love that. Are there any t-shirts and things I could also purchase with the money?
There is. If you head on over to our spring store, you can get not just t-shirts, but also a bunch of different little accessories that have the Unexpectables logos and themes and stuff. There's even a gateway design on there.
Wow, gateway merchandise in this economy? That's crazy.
I know.
God damn! I love you, Die Hard Dice! And following merchandise by the Unexpectables!
This hype train is
Something,
brought to you by
something,
Die Hard
Fallout,
Dice.
something, something, Canada, something, something, truth is stranger than fiction.
Something, something, Ron Perlman narrate.
War just doesn't change.
It's,
War, it stays the same. A lot. I find.
I wager that war is a static construct.
Get Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
What if I were to tell you that war
War.
sometimes changes.
now do
Yeah.
it like Steve from the Minecraft movie.
I never change.
Steve.
War finds a way.
Also life, but war too.
But yes, you know what? You know what else we also couldn't do this week in, week out without getting?
Yo, what's that?
It's bits and subs from our wonderful viewers.
Why, that's true.
Ooh!
That's right.
Read them up.
I
with
was pausing
gusto.
for a
will.
scream from Fringe.
Yeah, I keep it guessing. I keep it.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
no.
There you go.
I like it. I like it.
I wanted it to be exactly like the scream that Groove put on our soundboard.
That
Like, ah!
was a really great bit.
Anyway.
Speaking of bits,
Mm-hmm.
and
Bits
subs,
and subs.
There's the transfer.
And there it is.
Bitch,
And there it is.
flawless
Well done, everyone.
transition.
Let's go
we're
home.
professionals here.
Alright.
The
Slap down
seventh.
the cardboard.
Thank you for the 25 months over 2 years. Woo! Hey, welcome back. And thank you for your support for 2 years.
2 years.
Now I know your name's not Coochie Cleric, but that's as close as I can get.
because I own that domain.
Shadow, you might want to rebrand.
That's as close as I can get to this pronunciation. But thank you for the 100 bits.
Am I absolved? Finally, my absolvement can coochie.
For the record, that's a fantastic name.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Insecure.
Brand into that.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Oh boy, is it time for democracy? No.
Cha! No.
This is where democracy got us. Nature Lemon, thank you for the 9 months. Can't wait for yet another episode of the best Saturday show on the Unexpectables Network. Hell yeah.
True.
The Unexpectables Network starring Unexpectables, featuring Unexpectables.
Take that, Prince Division plays Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
I really think Prince Division should have played Balatro. That's me. That's just
True. Prince, we all just take turns deciding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would that look like?
No, we're gonna use.
Someone else comes in.
No, we're gonna use
Ed
the
would be
Zodiac
bored to
deck
fucking
this time.
tears.
Are you insane? You always grab the Baron when you see it.
That's true.
Dude,
Gilroy
everyone
Von
sleeps
Lotwick.
on the Luchador card.
Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Full Baka. You never go full Baka.
Whoa, full Baka, damn.
You never go
Whoa,
full Baka.
slow down there, 1999. Hold on there.
And that's all we got for right now. So, without further ado, are we ready to get it started?
I'm ready to go ahead and kick the
Let's
pig.
get fucking started.
Zan, set the pig down. I'm going to kick it.
Then I will take us.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Ah!
God damn.
There's 2 pigs.
Yeah, that was it. There you go.
I did the double sweep kick.
It's going to be a
Like
little bit
double dragon.
scuffed tonight, chat, because as you could probably tell, I didn't have the overlay prepped because all the files are on my other computer. So we're going to deal with this for right now. It works.
Sting.
Connor, you're fine. You put together a campaign. In mine, your child is still kidnapped and has been for several months, and I've done nothing about it. So
Oh, jeez.
you're good.
Don't worry,
honestly,
Elliot.
this
Daddy's
stuff-
going to get around to something or whatever.
It's a long trip to Bordeaux.
It's true.
Yeah, this works pretty well, honestly. Looks pretty sweet.
Wait, we're just doing Liam Neeson.
It looks
Kinda.
pretty epic.
No.
Nah, I was just thinking about. I was just thinking about the new.
I was
Naked
doing my
Gun
original
trailer
of the
and how
character.
that man can't hide his accent to save his life.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Look, it took a long time for me to build up to this Liam Neeson moment. All right.
Let my son go now. That'll be the end of it.
Pee pee poo poo.
Anyway.
Ekum bokum.
He's a marish.
When last we left the Runaways, Apex the Wildman, Louise the Scavenger, Alvin the Mechanic, and Theo the Combat Medic. They reported to Delilah about their recent mission to the heart of the family-controlled Westport, the Gold Tower. After their debriefing, they rested for the night on a cold, wet morning. All of their plans came to fruition at once. Deuce, having chosen his words poorly, was beaten, humiliated, and beamed before a slave collar was slapped around his fat, crazy little neck. With Westport now free of the tyranny of the family, there's one more matter left to solve. Who will be mayor now? Find out on tonight's episode of Gateway. And so, as the question lingers in the air for a couple weeks, the idea of who will be mayor now nestles into your brains and into your thoughts as the crowd, once gathered around in this rainy morning to see an execution, now instead ponders their very future. They begin to discuss amongst themselves, not just breaking into groups, but everyone, both people with slave collars on and those without, begin to talk amongst themselves about what must be done here.
The demographics are gathering. What are the polls looking like?
Bloody.
Where's the party of the Sneeches of Blue Streeches?
We may never know.
I'm in the Apex party. We believe in personal freedoms.
Apex Party of 4? Apex Party of 4.
That would be the amount of supporters, yes.
Howdy. Does he have any character references? I saw him rip through like 7 super mutants.
I've seen him tear a man in half once. Real scary.
As Delilah, Mikhail, and Junior begin to look over the crowd and then to themselves, you see another larger form beginning to shuffle his way off of the stage. The battered, still somewhat bloody visage of Big O begins to make his way towards you.
Guess I gotta thank you for coming to my rescue.
I mean, I wouldn't let you go ahead and just rot in a cell. I mean, one good turn's deserves another, right?
It felt like you were here because of us.
Yeah, can't help but think we're partially the reason you were here to begin with, so,
Yeah. Well, I made the decision to come here on my own. I should have known that little snake, Deuce, was gonna try something like this.
Well, he can't anymore. I beamed him.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm on him. But
Did the can of beans explode, or is it recoverable?
The can of beans, in fact, did not explode. You can go collect your can.
Oh my
It's his
God.
can, keeping it in inventory.
oh my God, it's Apex's ultimate weapon. It's found it.
Look, I've
Just
needed.
strapped
Look,
it-
my biggest weakness is my lack of range damage. Now I have it.
The
No, I
There
was
it
going
is.
to
of the
imagine you were
Apex.
gonna like strap it to the front of your glove. Like one of those knuckle busters, but it's just a can. So what's next for you then?
If this whole experience has taught me one thing, it's that I'm not cut out for this.
I know little A's worried about you up in Riverside.
Yeah. You seen her lately?
Yeah, a couple weeks back. She's in good spirits. She always did have a kind of a plucky air around her.
Yeah. I think my days of leading men into battle are over. I know you had lofty ideas of what the family could become, Apex, but I'm not the guy to see that through.
But I think you're a necessary step in the right direction for them.
I just wish
So I
that
thank
step
you.
wasn't. I just wish that step wasn't on me. Still, at least we got something out of this whole mess.
Yeah, at least something came out good out of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick to what I know, I think. Being strong,
cream.
dumb, and good at making ice cream.
Well, thanks for at least trying to give it the old college swing. I know it was a lot asking, and
Yeah, I
some
did it
ways
for
I
you
do feel a
guys.
bit guilty.
No, don't be. If I couldn't hack it, that's on me. But I do think that this was a sign. Maybe I gotta hang up the hat, so to speak. This whole family business, in whatever form it takes next, I'm washing my hands of it completely. From now on, I'm just Big O. Ice cream maker.
Got a good ring to it. How you feeling other than looking like you went 10 rounds?
Meh. Sissy punches. They were working me over for a good long while to get me looking like this.
Sort of leans over and spits out like a big coagulated blood loogie.
It must be frustrating to hit a guy in the head so many times and he just doesn't want to go down.
Not like I could get any dumber.
Oh man, I could tell you about all the cracks. Oh man. Anyway, well, once it's all done and said, you gonna make your way back to Riverside, or do you want us to help you get back to Riverside? You want to get convoy? What's your plans?
I can find my way back.
All right then.
Might not be the most skilled tactician or criminal mastermind or anything like that, but I got a pretty good sense of direction, at least.
All right. Well, I'll hold you to it, though.
See you around, guys.
Hey, see you around, Big O.
Travel safe.
I think what you did here, it's gonna really matter.
I hope so.
I know so.
With a simple nod, Olin Carpenter, Big O, turns and begins to make his way out of Westport and heads presumably back towards Riverside.
Just making sure, is he walking north, or did he fuck up? Just did he have too many concussions?
I'm tougher than I look. Your
Yeah,
ears are bleeding out.
For
I'm
all
a good
the
navigator.
I'm now leaving for no reason.
for all of the sorry, I'm getting there we go. Now I got music. For all of the bruises and blood that are on him, he does seem to be walking with a steady gait. He doesn't seem like concussed or wobbly or anything like that. You get the sense that he'll probably be fine.
Okay.
And as you watch the large, squat form of Big O walk into the distance, you turn back around and you see the gathered masses discussing amongst themselves still. Delilah will step off of the podium and make her way towards you all next. Well, I suppose this is a job well done for you all, then.
I guess so.
All's well that ends well.
I suppose Westport is going to need a few changes in order to keep up with this new climate, shall we say. Do you plan on sticking around?
A few of them. We have other business. But that doesn't mean we won't be back.
That is fair. I should expect that.
Well, I still got one. I got a few things I need to clear up. She looks over towards Barry.
Well, that business is your own to settle. I will remind you that you did make a deal. Whatever that
Remind us
means
of the
to
terms
you.
of that deal.
You basically the terms were Barry would help you all out with this, and in exchange you would not pursue him.
Oh. Well, that's not up to me.
Oh, that can be stretched in so many ways, though.
Like a fabric.
Like if you break both of his legs and he can't run, there's no need to pursue.
Like Bran.
Whether you stay true to your word is up to you. Frankly, it's no business of mine.
No, I understand a deal was struck.
Frankly, the deal's none of my business.
Well,
I'm just trying to make sure that I can at least try to do all the good I can, like I told you. So
I just want what's best for the people here.
I agree.
I think that's what we all want.
See to it.
I'll try.
Govern
I know
well.
you will.
I'm certain they'll be here if you mess it up.
I will.
Oh,
Yeah, Pex,
hell.
you don't just say it out loud.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
Because she knows I mean it.
I mean, we tried with him for months. You know when he says it, like you. Oh, you're rhetorical. I get you.
Yes, well, now that I know you can be subtle, I'll have to take that threat with a bit more credence.
I won't be as subtle next time.
Goodness. Well, I'll be sure to
On
keep
other
my
notions-
nose clean at the very least.
On other notions, is Toby going to be okay?
Toby will be fine. Spent a few weeks in solitary confinement and probably in no mood to talk to me for a little while, but he'll come around. He always does.
Maybe would like to see him before we go, and I'll apologize for this situation.
I think he'd like that.
For the record, whatever the people decide upon, I think that whoever wins should take the others into consideration. The family might be shady, but they do have one of the largest security arms in the region. If that can be applied in a more constructive manner, as opposed to their hunting of slaves, I think that would be best for everyone.
My daddy always told me a town's only as good as the wall that surrounds it.
You've a very fair point there. Make a charm roll. Apex.
Yeah, I just threatened this lady, so I'm not too. But she knows where my intentions lie.
Yeah.
It's just a straight roll, so bop. 8. Not bad.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty charming threat.
She seems to really be chewing on your words, Apex. She looks over at Mikhail and Junior, still standing on the stage. Mikhail actually, at this point, is getting off the stage and walking around and talking amongst the people. Junior, however, seems to still be just observing the crowd from his point on high. Just thinking, it seems.
I feel like I know better than to talk to him since I killed his dad.
What? Come on, he's forgotten about that. Come on, man.
It was literally the first thing he said to me.
I suppose we'll have to go and secure some votes, then.
Well, happy campaigning. Hope the posters look nice.
I don't think we're going to have time or resources for posters. And we'll probably end up throwing caps into a big vase or something. I'm not sure.
I'm hungry and there's still a bullet in my ribcage.
Yeah,
gotta
about
go.
that.
I will
At least
let
have
you
that
take
somewhere.
care of those things.
We can get
Good
you somewhere
day.
clean. I can fish that thing out.
I'm confused. I thought did remove that last night.
Would we?
I don't think we removed the bullet. I'm pretty sure we just sewed up the
Changed.
hole.
Maybe just change the
numbed up
bandaging
pain
too.
and
Yeah.
whatnot.
There-
If it's
Shifting
if it's all the same-
positions.
If it's all the same to you, would it be okay for us to go ahead and use the room we were using to go ahead and I thumb over at Apex, fix the bullet and whatnot, and
Well, I am
Fine,
paying
just
for the
rest
room,
up.
so
Do we
I suppose
doctors here?
we do, as a matter of fact, have doctors.
I mean,
Their places.
if you get me a clean room, I can get that bullet out of you real quick.
I can go ahead and get some stuff rolling so that clean room's a possibility.
Your room in the hotel is a gift from a friend of mine. It's paid in perpetuity, so feel free to use it whenever you like. Whenever you drop by Westport again, which I'm sure you will.
Apartment acquired.
Oh, thank you very much for that kindness.
Raise his eyebrow. A friend?
It's not a kindness. I paid for your services and you
Yes.
gave me exactly what I wanted. I see it as a just reward.
Well,
Besides, the room is haunted.
ghosts. Looks at Apex. You were looking for those.
Louise pulls out Phil. Phil, the room's haunted!
Phil shatters.
Shotgun suddenly cocks inside backpack. Room's haunted. What? Room's haunted!
The skull's British.
Well, I mean, shush you.
So Delilah, are you asking her for a doctor recommendation?
Just an office to go do this in. It would probably be better than a bedroom.
Yeah.
Like
let me-
some space with a medical professional, maybe medical tools at the available. Even if
Yeah.
I trust Theo more, it'd be better to do it in a facility with the equipment.
Completely
Yes.
reasonable.
I mean, I did the initial surgery with a stapler.
Is it obvious where the doctor in Westport would be?
Yeah, I'm just going through my notes here. You go to the office of one Levi Flores.
By the way, I think we'll split off from Louise since you got business with Barry at this point. That's my excuse for getting out of the scene, by the way.
We gotta
Yeah,
go back to
the-
the hotel anyway.
Cartwheels of a sucking chest wound off camera.
Yeah. Louise, actually, I imagine you've been watching Barry for a while.
Oh yeah, just eyeballing him every so often.
The moment he sees the rest of you, a majority of you, break from the crowd, Barry actually turns and begins to leave.
I'll
Like
put a
with
hand
us
on
or
Louise.
away from us?
Away from you all.
I'll place a hand on Louise's shoulder. I know you wanted to talk to him, but and I said I'd be there. But how you feeling on that? You still want me to be with you?
Why don't you just go take care of Apex first? I'll be fine.
Well, as a mechanic, if he goes ahead and needs a fancy new rotor in his chest, I could probably do that. But I could go ahead and pal around. All right.
Thanks,
Don't do-
Ocean.
Hey, don't worry, Starshine. Remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do now, right?
That's what may worry me.
keep it civil or something about. And he goes ahead and gives you a wink, a clap on your shoulder, and kind of does that, like one of those like half jogs toward Theo and Apex. Hey guys, wait up! I'm coming.
As the majority of you goes to the office of Levi Flores, a very, very clean, actually, looking doctor with sort of close trimmed, slicked back black hair, a pencil thin mustache. You ask if you can use his facilities, and he does not charge you to use the facilities, but he does charge you if you use any of his equipment. Which I'm assuming you're not.
Nah, we got.
That remains to be seen on how useful his equipment is.
Wow, he's got a Voltec bolt sucker.
Yes, it's called a turkey baster.
Squeech, squeech.
We shove this in the wound and just kind of root around in there until we hear something clicky. Then we press this button at the end.
This reminds me back home.
And so, what abilities are you using with to treat Apex?
Am I going to be assisting the doctor or just letting the doctor do the thing?
Yeah, if there's a role involved, the doctor will assist you, and you'll get a +1 on your check.
All right, well, we have field medic.
Okay.
And I think we'll use shelter dweller. This time in not the enclave, but the Brotherhood's. I was gonna say Brotherhood's enclave. That's not it. Brotherhood's, like, I guess, cloister, where they were more locked away.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna add smarts to this. So
Okay.
What is it? A smarts roll? Yeah.
I believe this is a smarts roll. Yes.
So this will be additional +2. Holy fuck!
Hot
14.
damn.
God damn, boy.
We got the bullet. By the way, once again, Apex refuses anesthesia and just kind of bites down on something hard.
With that in mind, Theo's going to kind of move through and clean the wound best he can, make sure that it makes it as easy for Apex to move around once the surgery is done. But if he can, he's going to try and keep the bullet so he can make a small trinket for Apex.
That's the third one I've had to dig out of me. Thank you.
I hope it's the last, but somehow I doubt that.
I just can't believe. How the hell did you seal that again when you were in that office?
With gunpowder. I burned the wound closed and stapled it shut.
That's quick thinking.
Holy shit. Comics, right? You learned that from comics.
Old Hollows, actually.
Oh shit! You listen to Old Hollows too?
Mhm.
Oh hell!
The Tale of Nakatomi.
Can I do a roll or something to see if Alvin in his life has ever listened to that Hollow tape?
Sure. Roll a D100.
All right. That is a 37.
37.
What?
37.
I mean, I basically just make...
Oh no! I'm gonna force this into you. I'm gonna force this into our shared lore. a shunt and a pry bar.
Yeah, I'd say you've heard of this before.
I believe this, but when I was a kid, I think I remember something about a Nakatomi. Yeah, my mama had those. She collected holotapes.
The first one was good, second one was okay, the third one was better.
Yeah,
And
but
then the
second
rest
one
of them
kinda
are pretty
dragged.
bad.
Oh yeah, after the third one, my mama was not a fan of the fifth one. I
It
remember
just
that.
felt like it lost its soul by then when it stopped swearing.
Yeah, I learned a lot of flowery languages out of those ones. She always told me only use those when I was fighting the critters outside.
Thus ends my review of Die Hard.
All out Die Hard.
What would Apex's YouTube channel be called?
Hello, I am the
Apex.
Apex.
Well, we're just about to finish sewing up here. Sure you don't want any medics?
With a 14, I'm pretty sure I'm doing just fine.
Oh yeah,
Like with what you rolled.
Your pain tolerance is absurdly high, and both Dr. Flores and Theo are doing an incredible job, and you feel a little bit odd the way a wound does after getting it treated, but for the most part, feeling pretty alright.
So you'll probably have to put the cone around my neck so I don't chew at it, but I'll be good. I do not like the cone. I do not like the cone of shame.
Just imagine it's that scene from early episodes of the Venture Brothers.
Go ahead. Put the cone on me.
Take it from me.
Theo will pocket the medics he was going to use for Apex.
I still have so many drugs from that guy I robbed.
Oh yeah. A veritable king's ransom.
If I was thinking about it, there might be a way to go ahead and make it so your armor could go ahead and maybe shrug off bullets more often. But you didn't have your armor on, so that would explain the bullet, but... something ablative, maybe? When we get back to the hotel, let me take a good look at your armor, how it's interlocked or whatnot.
Considering the gear you all walk with, I'm plenty surprised you didn't just storm the castle as it were.
If we could find a rat ant nest there, skull chitin, it can resist pretty high caliber blasts.
No shit, I never heard that. Damn.
It's why you hunt them by firing at the middle of their thorax or under their neck plate.
Or don't fight them at all.
It's sometimes not an option.
That's true. I know how to do some things with some of the things back in the day, but even being here as long as I have been, yeah, I don't know. And when it comes, looking over at Theo, and when it comes to coming in and storming the castle, I mean, sometimes it took a while for me to go ahead and understand this. Sometimes you don't need a sledgehammer to knock down a tower.
And I'm not arguing with the results. I'm just plain surprised. Usually people in the Wasteland carrying that much firepower, well, they tend to try and use it.
2 years ago, I might have actually agreed with that particular line of thinking.
It's usually easier, I agree.
Oh, well then, should we go save Louise?
I think we should, honestly. This is going to be pretty heavy for her, all things considered. She wanted me to go ahead and follow out with you. So I know it's a damn dire.
We should stay out of line of sight. There's probably a lot going through her mind.
I agree.
What do you think the over-under is on her killing him?
Alvin will literally just lean back against the wall and just look up at the ceiling. I don't know. I'd say, if you want to do betting odds, I'd say 60% killing, but a 40% sparing. Because Barry did do her awful dirty, but also sometimes when we talk to Louise about it, it seems she's also conflicted about it. So we'll see. We'll see how she's thinking about all that.
I just think about Phil. She seemed like a brother to her. And I wonder if I'd be able to forgive somebody if they hurt somebody I cared about.
I agree. I'm pretty much in the same boat when it comes to that. I mean, hell, somebody went ahead and did to my family the way that they did to Louise. Woo, man, I'd be way on a warpath. But the way that Louise was acting about it seems like she's on the fence about it. Might be something, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how it plays out. So, like I said, 60%.
Yes, we shall. Let's see how it plays out.
as this discussion provides a backdrop voiceover as we transition to
this is the equivalent of the wrestling before the match at a pay-per-view.
The video package.
Previously on Gateway.
Well, Apex, where'd you get that microphone?
I built it.
Just imagine that entire thing in Apex's art style, just scribbled on pieces of paper.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Doesn't matter, it's just the comic panel.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna let it all come out.
You've been hooked on the 90s stuff all day.
Limp Bizkit was, I guess they were still kind of late 90s, but also early 2K.
Mm-hmm. Louise, you assumedly begin to pursue Barry.
Yes. I'm breaking the promise already. Well, not really. He hasn't done it still.
You find that he is making his way towards your hotel room.
Okay, fair enough. I will follow.
Are you trying to remain hidden during this?
No. He knows he owes me info. I mean, I'm not going to announce myself, but if he, looks for me, I'm not going to make it difficult for him to not see me. See me?
Yeah. Barry, pretty paranoid guy, catches on that you are following him, and as he gets to the door, the side entrance sort of the lakeside or the pondside hotel, Barry turns around. So we're doing this now, huh?
Well, when are we not? When else are we gonna do it?
He has his hands in his pocket. He pulls out a piece of paper. Well, I was going to give you this radio frequency that you could contact me at, and I would give you the information then. But if you're insistent on doing this now, then I suppose we might as well.
Barry, you fucking owe me face to face.
Yeah, well, now the conundrum is, are you going to hold up your end of the bargain? Because I did mine. You couldn't have pulled this off without me. And you know it.
Oh, I know. But there's a bit of a difference between what I know and what that little itching, nagging, fucking scratching inside of my brain is telling me at the moment. But I'm trying real hard right now, Barry. Believe me. Give me a little credit for that.
Fine.
Come on, she gestures. Let's go have a sit down, I guess.
All right. There's, rather than going into the hotel itself, Barry rounds the lake and finds a bench, facing the sort of yucky-looking pond. It's definitely seen better days, but it provides a backdrop for this scene. Barry sits down, hands still in his pockets. He takes off the fedora of the family and just sort of casts it behind him.
You think you actually look good in that thing?
I think I have to look presentable. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't have to look good. As long as you blend in, you can get away with so much.
All right, so run me through the fucking timeline here after you fucked off from that vault.
So we're starting from there.
Yeah.
Just trying to find some backdrop for this.
Barry prepares his notes.
All right, which lies am I keeping up with here?
You have notes?
You gotta keep all the lies straight.
There we go. Barry leans back on the bench, sort of throwing his head back, looking towards the clouds. Almost physically trying to take his mind back to that day. The day that Phil died. The day that you were trapped. Locked into Vault 85 by a man you once called a friend. Made to do whatever was at your disposal to keep yourself alive. Not expecting you to reemerge. Barry turns to you. I had been contacted previously by another group of individuals that needed a similar part for their own purposes. The caps they were offering would have been a great benefit for me. And their technology as well was also worth, I think, studying. I made a deal with the archers to get that vault piece back to them, and not to your vault.
Fucking archers. She pinches the bridge of her nose really hard. Shit, now I don't know who I'm more pissed at right now, you or them.
Well, if we're being open and honest, they just wanted the part. They didn't tell me to do what I did. But I knew you would protest.
Yeah,
And
but... Could let me in on it still. Maybe we could fucking figure something else out then. Fuck, man. Puts her head in her hands. I imagine this fucking going so goddamn differently than it's going right now, and that pisses me off too. Can't even let me have my little plans ahead of time, can you, man?
for what it's worth, and I know it's not much, you probably suffered quite a bit at my hand. And
So did Phil.
No, for the record, I tried to keep that to a minimum.
What, shooting him?
Yeah. Because I knew you weren't getting out of that vault. Or, shows what I know, I guess.
She starts to laugh suddenly, very hollowly. Ugh, shit. You think he died right then, didn't you? Barry, have you ever watched someone die?
Plenty times.
I mean that fucking... No. I don't fucking mean like bleeding out in like 5 minutes or so. I mean the kind of shit that takes days. That's how long it took him to die. Fucking crying. He thought I was his mom at one point. The frustrating thing of it. Sorry, go ahead.
Make a wits roll.
Okay.
Actually, don't bother with that. You have takes 1 to know
Okay.
1.
Yeah. No, sure.
As you're describing what happened to Phil, you see slight expression changes on his face. He's trying to remain neutral and stoic, but you can tell that your words are affecting him somewhat.
You know, it's like right near the point where he got real lucid all of a sudden. You fucking pragmatic kid that he was, he fucking says to me, even if I found a way out, there's no way he was gonna walk through it. So, sits up a little straighter. Asked me to make it stop, and I did.
Damn.
Takes a glance at him.
Not really sure what to say to that. I know you don't want to hear I'm sorry.
I don't know, to be honest, Barry. That's not really what bothers me the most. She takes a finger and taps it a little harder than she needs to her head. It's this... There are a lot of fucking gaps in my head after that happened. Granted, I wasn't in a great place at the time, but... I didn't tell them the truth.
The truth?
When I finally found a way out, I had to like, you know, pulls out the skull and sort of sets it on the bench between them. Had to lighten the load, as it were, you know, get it back to his mom. This used to be a full set before I found you, if you get my drift.
Jeez, yeah, I get it.
Thing is, I'd started that process before that point. Before I found the way out.
His brow sort of raises at that, and he turns to look at you.
Took all the fucking food, Barry. And I wasn't in a good state of mind to go looking for any more. Though granted, and here's the fucking problem, I just don't... God. I tried once. Puked my fucking guts out the next second.
Jesus.
And there's a fridge that was still working. I shoved what was in there and closed that door and I don't know. I think I managed to find something else, but that's the problem. I'm not so sure, but everything goes in and out. Did I fucking try again? I don't fucking know, man.
I thought those food extruders still worked down there. Jeez.
Nope. And with my takes 1 to no one, he's being genuine with these reactions.
You can see his face like turning a little bit green.
And I pictured going real hardcore on your ass when I found you, like, I don't know, tying you to a chair, then taking the same parts from you that I took from Phil. No, she looks at him very genuinely right now, with all the fucking pissiness and resentment gone, and just genuinely asks, "Where the fuck do I go from here, man?" With that. With not even knowing if that is the thing that I did. How the fuck do I live with myself?
Well, Lou, if you want my personal opinion on this, there's only ever one next step. And it's a creed that I've followed since my dad died. Most important step you make is the next one. It doesn't matter what you do. It might not matter who you hurt. As long as you keep moving, there's always a chance for something better.
She stares at him for a second and then groans. God, that's so fucking corny.
Hey. Whatever. Suppose I deserve that. Suppose I deserve more than that. But
So how'd you fucking get attached with the family, man? You fucking sold the shit to the Archers and then what?
I was with the family before the Archers contacted me, actually.
What? Fucking goddamn it, man! What? When you were fucking still with us?
He gets a look like sorry on his face, just like a.
Yeah, when I was with you, I'd been sort of putting my fingers into a lot of pies to turn a phrase. I needed eyes on the inside, figuring out everything that was happening here in the St. Louis Wasteland. And, well, the two biggest groups here are the family and the Archers. Brotherhood of Steels, I remember it got kicked out of power some years ago when the Archers arrived. I hear they've got a little base somewhere near the south, but I never really bothered too much to look into that rumor.
Well, we've sort of gutted the family. What the hell were you planning to do next?
Well, I was planning to take my caps and quit this place. There's another calling that I need to go to.
Raises his eyebrow, looks at him expectedly.
You know, your synth buddy, Cynthia. She didn't get out here on her own, you know. Him and that geek.
Or her and that geek.
What, the underground?
The railroad.
So, what? You're going altruistic now?
Well, probably not now. But well, that's the reason I'm out here. Really. I was supposed to help your friend settle into a new life out here with what's his face. When they didn't show, I went looking. I found them, and surprise, surprise, I found you. Captured by the family.
Does a little yay motion with her hands, like jazz hands, silently.
To be honest with you, I was shocked. I thought I would never see you or Phil again. And, well, so much for that.
Recommend don't show your face at Riverside again. I can't promise to you what Chris might do to you.
I'm leaving the territory after this, Lou. You've made new friends. Good friends. With morals and stuff. You don't need to be hanging around guys like me anymore.
You're not the problem. I still don't. Shakes her head and looks down to the skull. What do you think, Phil? She stands up, sort of brushes the pants legs off. Then she turns and she swings a full-fledged, hard as she can punch into Barry's face.
Doesn't even attempt to get out of the way. He's so shocked. You cold cock him right in the jaw. He goes tumbling backwards off of the bench. You see a few teeth scatter onto the floor. He leans over, spits up blood, a few more teeth come out. Turns up and looks up at you.
Yeah. She actually just looks disappointed. Yeah. That's what I figured too, Phil. She sits back down and sort of waves a dismissive hand in Barry's direction. Why don't you go ahead and leave that radio frequency?
I think I will. God. You know, you and that Alvin kid are two peas in a pod. Heard a little bit about what he used to do, but I'm sure you know that much now, at least. He rustles into his pocket, and now with a bloody handprint leaves the radio frequency that he was going to pin to your door on the bench next to you. Fuck. Great. Gonna need to find some dentures now.
Oh, get over it, you big baby. You got caps for it.
Yeah. Well.
I can't. Sorry, man. I can't guarantee that someday I might not come looking. Shakes her head. I'll do my best not to, but again, taps her forehead again. Hopefully, if I do see you again, we don't pick up where we left off.
Maybe we'll be different people by then. Or maybe not. Either way, I'm staying away from you for a long, long time after this. Radio me at night. That's when I'm free. Goodbye, Louise.
Fuck off, Barry.
And clutching his jaw and broken teeth, Barry fucks off. And as he walks into the distance, fate, at the very least, for the while, sealed. Barry has shrugged off your wrath and your vengeance, having elected to spare the man you've been pursuing this entire journey. Louise, you earn your final perk.
Ooh.
Woo!
And I think you're going to like it.
Okay.
Because as Barry walks off into the distance and affixes his fedora back on his head once more, he turns to look at you, and as his silhouetted frame crests over the horizon, he looks at you one last time. You get the strangest feeling that perhaps this really might not be the last time you see Barry. At least, not in the same way. Your final perk, Louise, is Mysterious Stranger.
Oh.
Okay.
I've been
Hang
waiting
on,
for this
I got-
since you had Strange.
Oh, man.
All right, I've got my thing up.
Having thrown away your lust for revenge,
Mysterious stranger. Okay.
Phil's spirit seems satisfied with this outcome. Whenever you attack someone, roll strange. On a 2 to 6, nothing happens. On a 7 to 9, I roll a D100, and there's a 10% chance that your target is instantly killed by a mysterious stranger.
Please
On a
tell me you
10
have
or
the
higher,
guitar string.
there's... Oh, you fucking better believe.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay.
You-
Okay. So, okay, hang on. So 2 to 6, nothing happens. 7 to 10, enemy dies instantly.
10% chance your enemy dies instantly. On a 10 or higher, it's a 20% chance.
So
All right.
5.
10%.
So you
10%
need
goes
you need to
after them,
basically
or stupid.
succeed 2 rolls in a row. But there's a chance you could kill anything instantly.
Okay. Cool.
And
Out of curiosity, if she chose to kill him, would she have gotten the Wild Wasteland perk instead?
I can tell you what you would have gotten during the break.
All right, fair enough.
Because as you've made a seismic decision that affects the rest of this story, that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. And I can tell you what you would have
wow.
gotten.
Good scene, both of you.
God damn.
I hope. I mean, there's no wrong choices, but it's like, man, you crowd, you don't know. Like, I've been agonizing over this choice for weeks, and I still don't know if it's the right one.
Either way,
It's just
you
the way
made
that
it.
it seemed to go. So okay.
This is Gateway. This is Fallout. It's not
That-
right or wrong. It's just the
yeah.
choices you make.
Barry is just a man. He did some bad things. You've done some bad things.
You ate a
At the-
guy, weirdo.
At the-
I don't know. Maybe not. An attempt. A very sad attempt was made.
I'm messing with you. Your backstory is tragic.
When I was on, very tragic. Yeah, when I was on Psycho Buff, I bit a man's throat, but I at least spat it out, weirdy.
Weirdy, you fucking weirdo.
I said JK.
Yeah, I said JK. What's the problem?
I shifted that little tidbit a lot from its beginnings. Like, again, I'm not actually lying, that this went way differently than I had planned. And then it's like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, I remember, Sarah. We were talking about it.
Oh, yeah, the fun talks I've had with people asking their opinion, being like, do you think cannibalism is too much? Is it a touch too far?
In a Fallout in a Fallout thing? No, I played with the idea of Apex being a cannibal for a bit. Decided that would be a little too far, and I needed him to still be kind of likable.
And then,
hey,
Okay.
if it's part of your backstory where you're in a survival situation and the person's already dead, I get it. I was talking about like, nah, this guy took me down, so I ate him.
the 8 pecs.
Gotta get your protein in where you can, bro.
How many calories do you think Phil was?
You know what? I'll DM him. Hold on a minute. Let me see.
How many calories?
How many
is
calories
a
do you think
human?
you are?
Just at one point through
Roughly 125,000 calories. Is
God
in a human
damn.
body.
just at some
God
point
damn.
a few months into the ordeal, why do I have so much beef jerky, and where did that come from?
By the way,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you posted something. What?
I can hear the
What?
gunshot sting with it.
It's the coolest thing.
I didn't hear that noise. I'm so
oh,
sorry.
hang on, I'll hit it for you
Didn't
again.
play for you?
No. To be fair, I have to do Roll20 through Safari now, and I unfortunately don't hear like
Oh.
any of the ambient music.
Darn.
Look, I've taken what actually.
I
just
promise
works,
it's
because, swear to
awesome.
God, it just
Yeah,
it
it's
just
so
does
fucking
not
cool.
want to load.
Right.
It just does not want to load on Chrome anymore.
Well, with that, let's go ahead and get on to our break. Hope you're all enjoying the session so
no
far.
problem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and now I can tell you what would have happened.
Oh, I can't go to the bathroom till I hear.
Yeah, I gotta hear this.
So, if you had killed Barry, revenge on Barry was oh so sweet, and with his death, Phil's spirit gains a taste for blood. You add a +1 to all strange rolls. Additionally, on your turn in combat, you may roll on strange. On a result of 10 or higher, you get one of the following benefits. Your next attack has breach, you reload your current firearm, or you give an ally +1 armor.
Stands up from bench, cock shotgun. Shit, I gotta go after him.
And the perk was called Thanks, Phil.
Shit, fuck! Just that perk is really good. It's like reload, save, reload, save.
I told you that
Goddamn.
I told you that either way, either decision you make would result in a huge boon for you. Mysterious Stranger is nuts.
Mysterious Stranger is also incredibly
Mysterious
themed.
Stranger slaps.
I guess, though, character-wise, I'm not sure where I'm taking Louise if I'd done that route, because it's just like, well, that starts to feel like I'm doing a Dirge playthrough. You know what I mean? Baldur's Gate 3,
I hear
anyone?
ya.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dirge. Dirge.
I have to go find a. I'm gonna have to go find a bard to kill.
Say, Connor,
Yes.
has anyone ever told you that you were handsome while on break during a live stream over at twitch.tv/the Unexpectables?
You know what? I don't think anybody has called me handsome during a break on twitch.tv/the Unexpectables.
That's very specific.
Well, Connor, you're very handsome.
Oh. Thanks, Zed.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go bathroom. BRB.
That's mysterious stranger on Barry. Barry's arm moves of its own volition. No, wait. Burn out. blows his own fucking head off.
He has the infinity gun.
Oh my god. No. Wait.
No, wait, no.
I'm gonna get some ginger ale. The fire in my
Soulless soda.
tummy is.
You telling me there's gingers in this ale?
Yummers. Scrummy. Anytime I hear this background music, the only thing I can think of is Anything Goes. That old ass, like, Broadway musical. I know it's just kind of like a vaudeville bop, but all I can hear in my head.
Synesthesia. Hey, it's a classic.
Oh, God. Well, now I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you.
So I'm curious, when you mentioned that you play real scary horror games before, what real scary horror games would you recommend? Because I'm like super jaded on horror games. It's been a while since I've like touched a recent horror game.
Oh, homie, you've come to the right house.
I have. That's why I asked.
Oh man, some of the names escape me. Let me fire up my Steam library real fast and see if it jogs me. I found the Silent Hill games to be absolutely schizophrenic, but that's because I've never played them before. I didn't have a PlayStation until like college, so. I was mostly a Nintendo guy, and they didn't really port that. My favorite ones are always The Evil Within, but that's more like action horror.
The first one's more survival horror because like the second one is definitely more RE4.
Oh yeah. I still think they're a blast though. That's still one of my favorite horror series. If you want something old, Clock Tower is real good. Let's see. But if you want something, what was the one? Oh God! If only Sarah was here, she could help me with this. I find Darkwood to be really fucked up, personally.
That one's a good one.
Darkwood is like genuinely one of the few games where I was like, I don't want to go out there. I'm gonna die. Like
Clock Tower mentioned.
And then you stay in and die.
And then you stay in and die, and you're just like, well.
Clock Tower mentioned.
Hello. Nevertheless, yes, Clock Tower has been mentioned. I repeat.
It's my favorite.
I
It's my
like
favorite horror
Dredge
game.
for its tonal whiplash
For
because
sure.
you're fishing and suddenly you are not. If you want one that's just like creepy but sad, Gods Will Be Watching is really good.
Oh,
I don't
yes!
think I've
Oh my
played a
fucking
horror-
god!
How recent is that?
It's pretty old.
How recent
Okay.
is Gods Will Be Watching?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think like the last time I played a good horror game, and it might just be.
There's
Alien
one that's coming
Isolation.
out soon that my buddy Poe, Twitch.tv/Poe, suggested called Post-Mortem, I think it's called. It's going to come out in sometime this month. That game looks fucked up in a great, scary way.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Gods
can't
Will Be
wait for
Watching
that
was
one.
2014.
Okay, so that's not that old.
It's
I mean,
Devolver though.
It's
so.
over. It's a decade old, but we don't think. About
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We
no,
don't think about in time in terms like that.
I mean, my radio this morning was like, here's something to listen to back in the day. It played Jamiroquai, and I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Dude, I was driving to Dallas and just kind of like riding through a place, and all of a sudden there was a station that played like a bunch of music that I like. I'm like, please don't be an oldie station. Please don't be an oldie station. Please don't be. Welcome back to the golden old. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mostly feel this when I like see Nick at Night these days, and it's like all the fucking like fucking shows I used. Yeah, like Friends and
Fresh Prince, and
yeah, like what was that block of TV, TI Friday or whatever, or that
Yeah,
what was that
and you're-
that
and you're-
block called?
and you're just sitting there watching it and just being like, so this is the equivalent to like I Love Lucy and Family Matters now? Fuck.
This is what it felt like when my parents saw Patty Duke on Nick at Night way back when I watched it as a kid.
Laverne and Shirley.
Just like Three's Companies. Oh, okay, this is what it feels like. I see, because now it's Family Matters and just like.
Adult Swim's been giving me that vibe lately too, because it's all just Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and American Dad. Oh, and King of the Hill. King of the Hill starts it up.
Fuck, they even had like that Carlos Mencia show on Nick at Night. I was like, that can't be that old, can it?
Carlos, they actually put his show up there. Not like, wait, are you sure you're not thinking of George Lopez?
Lopez, right? Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say Mind of Mencia. That's a weird one for Nick at Night.
I'm pretty sure that was
Mind of
Comedy
Mencia
Central
was
as well.
Yeah, Mind of Mencia was just a rip-off of the Chappelle Show, but worse.
really
You know,
was.
like the entirety of Mencia's career.
Yeah, really.
I mean, now that I know that's
You're
not.
not wrong.
Speaking
I don't even-
speaking of stand-ups, did you know that Dane Cook streams on Twitch now? I saw recently. I was
Oh
like,
my
that's what
God.
we're up to.
That's
streams
fucking
stand-up?
wild.
Or
He
just
was
streams?
just playing Call of Duty Warzone to like 1,400 people. I'm like, huh. Well, he's doing pretty all right on Twitch, I guess. He's like sitting there just kind of playing in what is clearly like his own private movie theater in his like $1 million
Oh
dollar
my-
house, but
Why the fuck was Dane Cook so popular in the early 2000s?
he was a very good storyteller. Like
He was- he was
I
a
will
good, loud
say
storyteller.
I will say that his like stand-up is not great in retrospect, but like as a fan at the time, he was an amazing storyteller.
I still debate if he actually was popular, or if he was
He
just
was.
this
No,
anomaly.
he
Oh,
made
he-
Oh, dude.
he made
dominated.
millions
He
and
fucking
millions and
dominated.
millions. Yeah.
Like
He was
2000
the #1 stand-up comedian in the early 2000s. It took a while
2003
for him
or
to get
something?
dethroned. Yeah.
God damn,
Like,
yeah, he was the king of the
like,
world.
He had mega tours. Biggest comedian alive.
You say my dick feels like corn, and you the eruption of laughter.
He coined
Still
the term.
say that today.
He coined
And I'm
the
always
term.
saying that.
Look, no, dude, he coined the term Karen. Like he was the one who
Oh
started that.
shit, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's right.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit! To go back to horror games for 1 second, by the way, Lanny, if you want one that's really, really fucked up and really cool, Lost in Vivo. That's one that me
Okay.
and Sarah played. That one
Oh God,
really fucked up, like really good.
we
Okay.
had good times. We had good times with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He stole
The
jokes from other
visuals are
comedians pretty
literally
often
like,
from what I
what
hear.
the fuck is happening?
I mean, that's I hear that a lot of joke theft happens a lot in the comedy scene.
A lot of it comes
Yeah.
down to sometimes you just have a similar joke. Sometimes you hear a joke and then you forget about it and your subconscious clings onto it. It happens a lot to everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's just straight up malicious, but
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I started streaming, like I used to say cease and whatnot. Now my buddy Nero says cease a lot on his streams, and like it's just one of those things that happens, you know? It's just like, yeah, I'm kind of glad that caught on. Like, I guess Dane Cook. Well, he streams to 1,400 people, so maybe that's something to aim for. I don't know.
yeah, the big thing is
possible.
a lot of people like. It seems very evident that Dane Cook might have stolen a lot of material from Louis C.K. Like that's a thing. Like where two of their albums share a lot of similar DNA, and Louis came out first.
So it was a victimless crime.
You know, say what you want about Dane Cook. We haven't heard about him
At least
masturbating in
he's-
front of other people
yeah,
before.
to be fair, at least Dane Cook can at least wake up and be like, at least I'm not Louis C.K.
Let him have his 1.4K viewers on Call of Duty. I say.
Call of Duty.
Look, I have no ill will towards the man. He's having a time.
I almost want to watch Dane Cook after this, like watch one of his VODs just to see what his KDAs looking like.
I kind of
just wanna
wanted
see
to
his
do that
KDAs.
as well.
When I looked at him, all he was doing was staring down an elevator shaft and occasionally looking behind him. So
He's a camper?
yeah, for like 5 minutes I had him on the background. I'm like, huh, maybe he'll say something funny. Never spoke a fucking word.
So
That
he
so-
doesn't even
that sounds like-
commentate, he just sort of plays?
I think he was locked in, honestly. Like he wasn't doing much.
He
sure
was in the
locked on it.
gamer zone.
You know, I'd be mad, but being a camper sounds like peak Dane Cook anyway. So
Say the chord line.
Talk about the BK Lounge. Yeah, that was the thing. His chat was just quoting all of his material.
I would have things set up being like, you want me to say something, fucking give me bits.
Yeah, dance, monkey.
Redeem channel points for
I'll
anecdotes.
dance for bits.
I dance for bits all the time. Look, it's
I
a
do.
fine business practice. I'm legitimately streaming on Twitch is like just being a busker. Speaking of which, hi chat.
hello, chat.
Do you, so I was just like, do you like literally have like, just like a donate button that says something like Vegeta yes?
Apparently Dane
And
Cook
then
is a
what I mean?
fitness
It's just
coach
like,
now?
ugh, say the fucking line.
Yeah, so, sometimes I'll do it for free, but when it starts feeling like say the line Bart is when I'm like, okay, you chip in a little.
Stop giving me money.
You know what? Shake the tin can. You know, put it in. Maybe I'll do it. Like,
I'm not going to say my line just for anybody, okay? Maybe I'll say it one time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, maybe I'll say it 2 times for free. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Also, apparently he's a fitness coach now, which is weird.
Dane Cook?
Yeah.
He does not look it. Just based on his webcam, I'm sorry.
Just because you're not jacked doesn't
He
mean you're not
looks like
healthy.
my dad. He looks like my dad.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
he's married to a fitness instructor. Sorry.
That'd do. Okay.
You
It
know
doesn't
that-
show it.
maybe
I was
it
gonna
looks like
say.
Coach from. Maybe it looks like Coach for Left 4 Dead 2. Like, you know, like maybe he's just got that going on.
It's like, fuck,
Damn.
I just gonna say, you know that part in like fucking Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy says something and that blonde girl like miles away suddenly like goes, ah, like she just had a heart attack?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that was just your dad.
Yeah.
And there you go. All right. Enough about Dane
Fucking
Cook.
Chris.
Are we ready?
You guys just go from like Fallout.
My bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
I got fascinated. I heard Dane Cook and I was like, Dane fucking Cook. That's a name I haven't heard in a dog's age.
Yeah, feel free to tune in my streams. This is the kind of random energy I bring.
Anyway.
I haven't thought about that in forever, honestly.
No,
Anyway.
It was a good place
Oh,
to
yeah.
end Gateway. We can just talk about Dane Cook for a minute.
Yeah, we can just stop the episode right here. Why not?
Yeah, welcome to Fallout, Dane Cook.
Job well done, everybody.
Ah, thank you,
GG.
thank you. Shakes hand, shakes hand.
All right.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Right. So, with that, are we ready to get back into tonight's episode of Gateway?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't think of a Dane Cook joke to segue, so yes.
All right. And as we pass the butter,
In the BK Lounge.
So, eventually, I'm assuming the rest of you all meet back up.
We got to have dinner at some point.
It's
Well,
true.
they were coming to just find me, so I mean, I think Louise probably stayed on that bench for a little while.
We probably would. Yeah, we probably would have waited for Barry to leave for sure.
After a few scant moments, you all go to find Louise, and she is simply sitting alone at a bench, overlooking the small, cruddy pond that is the centerpiece of the Pondside Hotel.
Hey there, Shine.
She doesn't look up.
I will sit next to her on the bench. You think there are rad ducks out here?
The slightest of shrugs from her.
I mean, you know, because you got like, you know, rad roaches, like rad moles and whatnot. You know, mole rats, and I mean, we saw rad gorillas in the zoo. So like, caught me thinking. I saw pictures of ducks and bucks when I was a little kid. Why don't we ever see any rad ducks? Oh, what if they spat fire?
She like, it's like that thing of like, she knows what you're doing and she sort of acknowledges it, but it's like
I'll put a hand on your shoulder. It's real rough, huh?
nods. He took off.
Where'd he head off to?
Something about the railroad.
All right. Then we'll just hold you, just one arm, just kind of just that hug. You know where you lean into that side hug because we're on a bench.
Her,
All right.
It's like her mouth goes really, really flat for a second, and then like,
I'm. I got you. I got you. I got you.
It's probably like the first time actually you've ever seen her like actually cry.
Yeah,
Oh,
Theo, since I'd be standing back with you, you'd notice Apex actually looks concerned.
I imagine it's I imagine it's just both of them on the bench and we're kind of just standing back, like ready to support or fuck off whenever needed.
Yeah, this Apex is not good at emotions, for one. And two,
Theo kind of-
Alvin is much better in this situation.
Theo just kind of put his hand on Apex's shoulder and just kind of quietly wait in the shadows with Apex in case we need to jump in or leave.
No, I got you. I got you.
She does that for a minute or so, but she sort of. Fuck, I haven't done that for a while.
You know I haven't either.
Did you guys get Apex sorted?
Yeah, he's all patched up and he's good to go.
Okay.
We're gonna get something to eat soon. Would you like that, or we could order in?
I don't know how to accurately describe this expression, but it's sort of akin to like a kid when they're having a bad day and the parents just like, do you want to get McDonald's? And you know the kid's like, yeah.
You want to have some deviled eggs? You want some 200-year-old deviled eggs? Yeah.
You want a dented can of beans.
you want some of the
You want
Apex
a
beans?
can of beans in the shape of Deuce's
no,
forehead.
I want a Frosty. Wendy's.
Well, we'll probably. I mean, Frosty would
God.
technically be up in Riverside. We got some walking for that, but.
Sorry, I forgot the comments were off. So then Lita's like, "We'll go poop in Barry's shoes."
You want to take a dump in Barry's shoes?
Fuck, I've forgotten that joke for so long. Oh yeah, but
Speaking of the early 2000s.
fuck. She's like she kind of has this look like that sounds like the best thing in the world right now, and she turns and she picks up Phil's skull and she suddenly looks really sad again. She just kind of gives it a little hug to her chest, being like, "Thanks, buddy. Miss you." She'll put it in her backpack.
Well, we can head out whenever you want, or if you're not up for walking right now, we could probably go ahead and order it in. You, me, the rad ducks that may or may not exist.
You really want to see a rad duck, don't you?
You see.
Kinda. It's kind of like, to me, it's like Apex's love of aliens.
Just jacked,
Yeah.
Silly,
huge,
right?
featherless duck.
Somewhere in the Utah wasteland.
You don't even want to know what Fallout. I don't even want to know what Fallout Australia is.
Australia.
It's Australia.
I would be really afraid of like a rad goose. 'Cause they're assholes.
Fuck.
They'll
They're the
chase
size
you.
of dragons.
I saw like that video earlier of the goose just kicking the shit out of the bald eagle.
But yeah,
I'm, like,
she
topical,
she
but
gets
crazy.
up, gets her bag, sort of like as she's realizing the state she looks at, which is more disheveled looking than normally. Her eyes switch. She immediately sees Apex and Theo, and she's just like, ah, starts wiping her face harder, just like, oh.
He'll hand you one of his shop rags. Here you go. You can use this.
It's a little greasy.
She calls out to them, just like, you didn't see anything.
See what?
Bastion is standing without his Apex garb on, mind you.
I think, I think for what it's worth, I'm really glad you're okay out of all this, you know. And if you do want to go ahead and do that again, I wouldn't be opposed to it. You hear me?
She's like, wait, do what? The crying?
Well, if you feel like you need a shoulder to cry on, it's only neighborly.
I'll let you know. I guess I do feel a little. She
Yeah.
makes a gesture with her hand, sort of like a tiny little implosion over her chest. Raw, I guess, but I guess it's not bad. But I also guess I can't say if I'm okay. Finger quotes.
Alrighty. Well, let's go hit the Rumpy Road, and if there's anything that you want to talk about at any time, he just pats his chest. I'll be right here for you, and I know they'll be right there for you too. Bastion and Thea.
Bastion waves.
Theo nods.
She gets a very doofy sort of like frown cry, frown smile, the kind of meme where you're like super crying up, but something made you smile and you still look like just awful though when you're smiling like that. You're like, a little bit.
All
God,
right.
let's go before I look even more stupid.
Hey, can do. All right. Hey, Theo, Bastion, let's get some food. Let's get this girl some coffee, huh? And he'll clap your shoulder and just kind of just give you a shake of, hey, there you go.
I'm sure there's some sort of victory party happening somewhere, so we'll just head to the local eatery.
To where the hooting and hollering could be.
I don't know if it's the same thing as the bar, but I don't know if they serve food.
Bar that don't serve food are so boring.
Yeah, but this is also the post-apocalyptic future, so I'm not counting out anything.
Is true. You do have the Trainwreck Saloon that you know sells food.
Then that's where we go.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You head to the
That
Trainwreck
sounds like
Saloon.
a good place for a hootenanny.
You see a couple
Hootenanny.
of people in the saloon, either nursing some beers or getting some food. They just seem to want to probably get away from all the hooting and hollering outside. But people are still surrounding the town square, by the way, as they're deciding what to do about the mayoral situation.
I'm sure they're going to have to organize some form of election. But that's bureaucracy, and Apex is allergic.
I fix cars. I can't fix administrations.
I don't want a beer with any of them, because I don't like beer.
I don't like any of them.
Also that. I don't agree with many of their policies, if any. I am anti-slavery. As long as they agree to that, they will not incur my wrath.
No collars.
Just go up to random people. Excuse me, what's your opinion on slavery? I mean, I don't mind it. Narrows eyes.
Huh?
Suddenly breaks through a window.
Holding up the death claw. What's your opinion on slavery? I hate look, whatever you tell me to hate, I'm hating with you.
It's legal here.
GIRobot.png intended.
It's legal here.
GIF
It's legal here.
intensifies.
Come on, guys.
It's still good. It's still good.
Yes, you enter the Trainwreck Saloon in these still early hours in the morning. It's a little bit later in the day, probably getting closer to noon at this point. But you enter in, you see a couple scant souls drinking, eating, doing whatnot. The owner of the establishment clocks you all and goes, "Oh boy."
Do we just seat ourselves?
Yeah, there's no like wait staff to speak of here. Sit
It's
wherever,
over
I'm
the counter
coming.
Joint. Gotcha. Bastion finds a seat. Maybe like a nice corner booth.
That'd be perfect, actually.
Yeah, there's sort of a big area, like a large sort of booth couch area, that you met Delilah at for the first time, if you remember.
Good, we'll take the VIP room.
Mm-hmm. The owner walks up to you with a pen and a pad. How can I help you?
Brahmin steak.
Brahmin steak,
Fresh water.
water.
I'll take a Brahmin steak too, and Nuka-Cola if you got it.
2 Brahmin steaks and a Nuka-Cola.
Anything you'd recommend?
Some iguana bits for the table, maybe.
Get some iguana bits.
Well, I guess another steak for me.
3 Brahmin steaks.
Thinks about it, then shrugs. Fuck it. You got anything sweet?
Sweet?
He thinks for a moment.
I've got some fruit. Got some Dandy Boy candied apples.
She sort of laughs. It's like, you know what? Bring a Brahmin steak steak, coffee, and a candy apple.
Breakfast of champions.
Ooh, did we make it in before 10:30? Do they still have the McMuffin?
As a brunch.
Yes, let me just go grab this death claw egg.
Yes,
Can
but you'll
ma-
have to, but you'll have to fight the feral ghoul that looks like Ronald McDonald for it.
The most powerful breakfast sandwich ever.
Maybe the apocalypse, but at least we have our mixed sandwiches.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, fight the clown.
The clown is irradiated now, so that's not far off.
Yeah, you gotta fight the feral ghoul Ronald McDonald for the last McMuffin. These are the rules of the Wasteland. I didn't make them.
All in all, your meal is going to come out to 45 caps.
Oh, right, money.
Highway fucking
Yeah.
robbery.
God.
It's the Nuka-Cola that's most of that.
Probably.
No shit. Oh man,
Nuka-Cola is 20
I
caps.
was a pricey bitch.
God, you know what? We would have split the bill, but Mr. Nuka-Cola over here.
Dude, I didn't expect it, and you would not have known if Connor hadn't said that. Do not use over-the-table information to judge my ass.
That's fine. I think
Just to stare at Alvin as or like, can we do separate checks?
I robbed a drug dealer recently. I'll pay it. How
Oh,
many did you
dude.
say?
Oh, dude, hot damn.
What a
45
fucking
caps, he said.
sentence.
45.
Yeah, he said 45.
Yeah, 45 in
Oh, that-
total for everything.
Oh, that's right. Bastion's rich.
Yeah, I robbed a drug dealer.
He's so... It can't be understated how much he robs bad people.
Actually,
I rob from the bad and give to the me.
Now we're
I'm
gonna-
all in Apex as he pays the checks. Like, wait, where'd you get all that money?
We're just gonna go through. We're just gonna
What?
get to a point where we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight just like people out in the wasteland, and then after the fight we dust ourselves off, I'm just gonna be like, all right, don't forget to take his shoes. We haven't been taking people's shoes all this travel. Raider tip: take their shoes. Shoes are expensive.
Yeah, Apex just gives them the penitent stare, and I take their money.
But we
Oh
already
my god.
But we already took a dump in the shoes.
Yeah, don't you remember the number 4? That's when you poop holding hands.
Sorry, I just saw a message in chat that I have to relay.
Yeah.
There's just a Ronald McDonald and a McDonald's themed T-51D power armor. The speaker is fucked, so he sounds like,
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order?
And then the Servatron Grimace walks around the corner.
And then you just go ahead and just get in. He says like, and then just gets obliterated by a Gauss laser. Like,
try my
Wait,
shake.
no, I want the Servatron to be the Hamburglar.
Oh my god.
Rebel.
No, that would be
That would be great.
a like a Mr. Gutsy type, like the kind of floaty, fiery type.
That would be sick. Grimace has to be an overweight super mutant, says somebody in the chat. Fat Spartan. Yeah, there you go. Called you out. There you are. Overweight super mutant Grimace. Try my shake!
I mean, I looked up the 1950s McDonald's logo. It looks pretty. It looks like you'd find it in the Fallout universe.
It's kind of the point of Fallout is that 1950s Americana.
Mm-hmm.
The
Anyway.
Fallout Grimace shake is just FEV with purple food coloring.
Uh-oh.
What would
I
the
like the
fry
regular one.
what would the Fry Kids be? Well, ghouls, obviously.
One sip and you'll...
Rad roaches.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The owner goes back, cooks up your food, and eventually brings it all out for you all. As far as a warm, cooked meal with ice-cold Nuka-Cola and hot coffee, it tastes like a job well done.
So we have to decide what we're doing next.
Louise actually starts going to town on her apple, and then she thinks about it for a sec, and then just dunks it in the coffee and goes to town on both.
You hear a "Ugh" from behind the counter.
Don't judge me.
She's going
Ducks
through
behind
some
the counter.
shit! Well, I had a couple of things I wanted to investigate.
Raiders, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, the White Razors. Now, it might be insane to go ahead and walk into a hornet's nest, but if they are starving to death and whatnot, I kind of feel like I should at least try to turn a hand toward that. To say nothing about if Jet's on the prowl, the entire wasteland's in danger. I'll tell you that straight up right now. If what Tripper told me a while back is true, and Jet is on the prowl, and the other Raiders we beat up were scared as shit when I brought up Jet's name and wouldn't even bring it out, that means two things. One, they're not talking because Jet's real angry. And two, if Jet is on the warpath, that's never a good sign. Normally, back in the day, that was my job. Sorry if that was the case.
Wait a minute. Say that one again. That was your job? What was your job?
To be on the prowl.
Well, yeah.
You know, being like, oh, look, a caravan with only one guard. Me and the other Razors stanced up like the Spider-Man, me and the boys meme.
If they are going to be a problem for the wasteland, another wild element when the super mutants are converging, that would be an issue.
That would be an issue. Luckily, Jet does have kind of a mind on her, so she could possibly reason with, but that just leads to reason just how far gone she is in all this. And if she's not cracked out whatever cocktail she made for herself.
Louise shrugs and takes a big gulp of coffee. I mean, we're doing is tying up our loose ends before we go handle a big-ass super mutant, so may as well get it done.
Now, if she has a warband with her, that's an even bigger problem. Because the way that Tripper was talking, maybe Jet said, fuck it, consolidated most of the White Razors, and then they're all walking as one whole damn force. And that's only happened one other time.
Then what do you think? Should we show up with force or should we show up with gifts? Carrot or stick?
Carrot first. Carrot first. And you won't need to look for much of a gift because you're probably looking at them.
I was thinking food, if they're starving.
That would actually be really goddamn smart, actually.
They're not going to want to keep you, are they? I might have words with her.
No, I don't think... Well, they might make a swing at it, but I'm going to tell you right now that I ain't going to go ahead and stick around with it. I'm sober, found a new way of doing stuff, and I want to go ahead and work on other people on it.
I've had my fair run-ins with them as well.
It used to be a lot different, truth be told, but that is a story for not Wave's hand here. That is a story for not here, most definitely.
The first group of people I ever encountered in these wastelands were raiders. I don't know if they were White Razors, but they attacked me and I took one of their hands.
Well, that's exactly what you should do. Everybody has a right to defend themselves. Seems like there might have been stragglers, or maybe people who weren't cut into a raider gang. Not too certain.
Looks to Theo. What do you think, Theo?
Well, as far as I know, Dredd just wanted me to help you out with a spot of trouble you were in. I assumed it was this.
I think he meant the super mutants, but you're free to make your own path.
That is true. If you'd walk with me on that, if you'd walk with me on this road that I want to walk, I'd be mightily indebted to you.
Well, getting out there would make it easier to keep track on them super mutants, see what they're up to. I don't want to impose, but I'd gladly go along with you if you need the help.
I'd appreciate that. I know before y'all joined, we fought a couple of the bears and whatnot, and people took my position and a few others. Like we fought Psycho down in the Lively Brewery, and we fought a tribal who was raider. I'm trying to look up his name real fast. Who was it? Steady. Steady. And I put them all down flat. If it comes down to it comes down to blows, don't worry. The one thing that Jet will respect more than anything else is a blood duel, but like I fought with Psycho, you can't get involved in that shit. Or maybe you might. Depends how the hell Jet's feeling, honestly. 4-on-4, I don't know. But like I said, she can be reasoned with first.
Hopefully, anyway. Ugh.
Yeah.
If
Tough
they
ass.
can't, they'll wish they would have.
Absolutely. But she's a tough-ass Appalachian Spitfire, so she's going to be one hell of a rock to crack.
I've never cracked a rock.
I would not recommend it with what you have now. You want a pickaxe or you want some kind of a trench shelf or something like that.
No.
Under her breath,
right,
Louise goes, "You just gave him a challenge."
All right, suit yourself. But you got to find the right rock, okay? I get to pick the rock.
I did it for the rock.
She know.
Now, if we are doing that, and if she is on a warpath, maybe she had... Nah, she wouldn't have that, but... Unless she would... Well,
Apex
first
is
part
eating
is
his
finding out
steak.
where she... Well, the first part takes a pull from his Nuka-Cola. First part is finding out where the hell they might be. And I think that'd be as easy as talking around and seeing if they've seen any raider activity.
Motorsports arena.
If they haven't mobilized out yet, that is where they're going to be.
That seems like the best place to start, though, isn't it?
I think so. But Tripper did say that they are on the prowl, so that... Well, you are right. She would have to go ahead and go back there to resupply if they got their ass beat somewhere. But I haven't heard anything, so... I guess out west of the motorsports park it is. We'll find out from there.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to stop by my zoo along the way.
Of course.
Louise
I'll see-
swallows the last of her food. We should go back to Clayton, too. Do a little bit of prepping now that we got some more cash.
All right, fair enough. I know I don't have any stim packs on me. And I bet we'll probably need one of them.
God, that's
Before
a good
we go
question.
find Jet, or, God forbid, Jet finds us.
And if you... thinking to save time, we can split off at the crossroads where the road leads south to Clayton and east to Forest Park. I can hop out there and walk. While you're in Clayton, could you hire a messenger to let the Tapawego people know that they're missing tribes person? Sorry, I'm looking for her name.
I believe it was Palmer.
Palmer.
Palmer was the guy, wasn't it?
Oh, God.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry, I have the...
Scanning. Looking at notes I have written.
Trying to find where I wrote all my quest notes.
The nozzle is calibrating.
Guys, Obsidian is a
Hagen.
free program that is really...
Hagen, yep.
Hagen.
Hagen, yes.
Hagen.
Palmer was someone else.
Palmer was the leader of the Tapawingo tribe,
Correct.
who worships the Hole-in-One.
Yeah, and her father specifically.
Yes.
If you can hire a messenger in Clayton to let them know that I think we found her daughter here.
Oh shit! Right,
God damn. All right.
I must have missed when you. Oh right, because you were over on that one place.
I robbed a drug dealer.
Yeah, we know.
Did you rob him the drug dealer explain? He just points at the stakes and wiggles a finger at the Nuka-Cola. Fun.
Hagen, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Hagen. I still try to keep an eye out, but damn, you found her?
Yes.
Jeez.
She is a slave here.
Well, she's doing well. Is she alive?
She's hooked
good?
on hard drugs.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
I should be able to help with that if she needs it.
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
Right.
hell, this all works damn well.
And let's make sure we go say something to Toby, you know, now that he's finally out.
Right. We should talk to Toby. We should go ahead and get some rest. And then the dawn, we go ahead and hit the bricks.
Hmm.
All right. Sounds like we got ourselves a game plan.
Apex continues eating his steak and like taking a couple of noshes out of the iguana bits that we got for the table.
Yeah. Your water, by the way, is notably not irradiated.
If I'm paying for it, it better not be. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
paying for the
water
radiation.
in general in the wasteland is a hot commodity, but
Yeah.
clean water that's bougie shit.
It's why we.
God.
Damn, clean water? What the fuck is this? The end of the campaign in Fallout 3?
The only thing I got to worry about this one is the microplastics.
Yummer.
No, no one cares about microplastics.
No, this is
in the
before
apocalypse.
microplastics.
I'm
This is the Fallout
macroplastics.
universe. It's microtransistors. Sponsored by
It's
Vault.
they're on macroplastics now.
God damn you, Slocum Joe, and your fucking macroplastics.
Just eating like whole outdoor swing sets. Macroplastics.
Kids are hooked on fucking swings.
I think little Timmy has macroplastics. Why? It looks like fucking that picture of Jerry from Tom and Jerry when he's eating the cheese. Just the shape of the swing set.
You just say shaped like a slide. You just see him like curving.
Fuck! It sounds like something out of Junji Ito's Stop, I was drinking.
So, which of these
You
goals
bastard.
would you like to tackle first?
I mean, talking to
Toby,
the
yeah.
DJ, yeah, talking to Toby seems like the easiest one to.
Yeah, that sounds like the easiest one.
Yeah. You approach the Gold Tower yet again. This time a bit less tense now that you basically have free run of the place. You see people moving very quickly in and out of buildings and in and out of these little office spaces and whatnot. And for the first time, I think, you see Toby at the microphone chattering away. You hear his voice coming through your speakers on your Pip-Boy. And as you do, he catches eyes. Folks, we're going to take a quick break here, but we'll be right back. And he sets a song to play. And you can see sort of in this... It's this... very, like, dark-colored glass where you can just barely see through. You see Toby looking a little bit disheveled. He's got a big beard now. But he generally strikes the same silhouette as he did last time. He waves for you all to come in.
I'll do so.
Damn, you just hit the ground running, don't you?
Apex marvels at the weird technologies, things that he's only seen in comic books.
If you had to listen to my
Technology.
replacement for weeks on end, you'd want to hit the grindstone as well.
Oh, man.
What?
The technology here still blows me away.
You sacrificed a lot for our mission.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You took your sweet damn time getting me out of there, but... Well, I guess I can't complain too much.
Rubs the back of head. Yeah, lots. Sorry that took so long.
Yeah, a lot of us are here to just basically apologize for that and also see how you're holding up.
Well, I need a shave, first of all. But other than that, it wasn't terrible. Just, sitting in a room. And now I'm doing it again, but it's my room.
It always is better when it's your room now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So what's up?
Actually, now that you think about it, we got a lot more work to do, but we wanted to go ahead and come by, take the time to go ahead and thank you for everything you've done, and also apologize for everything and getting, as it is.
Okay.
But one of the things that we're going to be doing soon is we're going to be, in the morning, we're going to be hitting the road. And I got some work cut out for me. I'm going to go ahead and be heading back out west. And I didn't think to ask you, but you probably have a lot of information.
Oh yeah.
I heard from a feller down in Riverside now that Jet is on a warpath. And if that's the case, would you happen to know roughly the last time in which she was seen?
Well, not to put it too much of a damper on this, but I've been sort of locked up for the past couple of weeks. I'm not exactly sure what all is going on in the Wasteland right now, so if Jet's on the move, that's news to me. But now I have more up-to-date information.
Oh, damn it, that is right. Shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
Can't really help you much on that front, I'm afraid.
No, I wasn't even half thinking. That's just been running through my mind for a while. And I was thinking you might have heard something while you were in there, more or less. Maybe a guard or something might have popped up or something. I don't know.
Well, as far as I'm aware, the White Razors haven't really made themselves known in Westport.
That was mostly around the Laughley Brewery and whatnot, down around there, around the arch, right?
Yeah, I heard about that. You burnt it down, right?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Talk
I
about
did have.
tying people up with intestines.
Yeah, I did have.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ, that was a time.
That
Yeah.
All right.
Well, to not talk about that one, yeah, that place has been eliminated. That was also something that Jet was working on. That wasn't exactly up to code with the White Razors back then, but no, I just figured if you knew something, that would be good. But if you didn't, I felt it would only be right to go ahead and let you know about that, so you'd go ahead and get the word out. That might actually go ahead and stem your efforts if people around here in the road.
Hey,
I might go ahead and tighten up, or she can go ahead and hit.
I can do that, as a matter of fact. I will make a note of it. And he, goes over... he's got, a little rolly chair, and he just pushes himself off and slides across the floor. And,
That's so fun to do.
goes over to a large desk where he's got, a notepad, and he begins to jot some stuff down on it. Yeah, I'll be sure to let people know. White Razors, on the loose. Stay in your homes.
You see Alvin kind of have a bemused, a smirk on his face.
Hey,
as
it's
he's
good
writing
info.
that down. Hey, no trouble. Hey, no trouble at all.
The more people here in the Plains Wastes have access to information, the more we can start to maybe rebuild society a little bit.
Well, that was a dream I had a while back.
Or at least avoid dying, which is probably more immediate.
And that was the dream my mom had.
Speaking of dying, what happened with Deuce?
Apex shrugs. I beamed him.
You beamed him? What does that mean?
Beans at him.
Oh.
Yep,
I hold out
very...
I hold out the crinkled can of beans.
You know, I'm not really
It's
sure what
very
I was
literal.
expecting. Can I keep this?
The bean can?
Yeah.
10 caps.
Apex.
I'm not very liquid right now.
Apex,
It's my
man just
it's
got
my
out of
it's
prison.
my food supply.
It's his ultimate weapon. What are you doing?
Apex, if you give me
I'm
a can
not-
for free, I will go ahead and upgrade anything you want, no questions asked, no matter
know
how
what?
crazy it is.
I'm not that concerned with it. I think I just wanted to see it. See the little dent.
I let him look at it.
See the little outline in his forehead. Is that a grease stain? Crazy.
Holy shit, it is, isn't it?
How can someone's face be so greasy?
Stress?
Yeah.
If you
That
wanna
and
know how
probably
that
all the
hit-
alcohol.
I did not know that did that. Huh.
There's
Where's that?
probably one other thing that your viewers should be made aware of, though I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
it's possible we may be able to stop this before it becomes a true problem, but there's a horde of super mutants gathering in the east. They have leadership.
You see his jaw sort of hang open.
Oh, saints alive! That's right. That's right. He wouldn't have known that. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
The leader is intelligent.
Oh no. How intelligent?
Louise like purses her lips and sucks in a breath like
Like normal people? Smart?
He can hold full conversations like a genius.
Oh fuck.
And he can control other super mutants.
Technically he can control everybody if he wanted.
He
Huh?
can't control.
He's got like some weird. What was that word again?
Mind powers.
Telepathy.
Telepathy. Yeah, telepathy, like psychic or something. Psychic? Psy-stick. No, I was right the first time. Psychic.
I don't.
Yeah,
know
he had it,
that-
he had it.
I don't know that everybody out there should be made aware of it just yet. They might panic and draw the conflict quicker.
Yeah.
But I think you should know first.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's really bad. I've
we're
heard of
trying our
intelligent
best.
super mutants before, but that was
Wait,
a
you
long
have?
time ago. Yeah. You know,
I've never heard of that.
it was a long time ago. I found some old records about some sort of conflict between the Brotherhood of Steel and the super mutants that I think it was hundreds of years ago at this point, but
The Overlord.
the Master.
The Master. How did that fold out?
Well, super mutants ended up getting defeated by a squad from the Brotherhood of Steel. They were driven out of the Arch grounds, and ever since then they sort of took over, but then the Archers came along, kicked their asses, and now they're doing the same thing.
Why does so many fucking things seem to converge on the fucking arch?
It's a big thing. People love big things.
And there might
That
be
is true.
And it might have an ulterior purpose if the archers are right.
Yeah, I've heard about that, maybe. Heard that maybe there's something underneath the arch, but I have no way of corroborating that. The Archers won't talk to me. All I've got is rumors.
My head's about as My head's about as in the clouds about that as you are, Toby.
Either way, there may come a time when the people do need to be warned if they need to move, but for right now, I believe their leader might still be able to be reasoned with.
Well, if he's anything like those super mutants of old, I'll wish you all the luck in the world on that front. Personally, I'm going to stay right here in my tower. I'm going to keep giving the people the news.
If they can't be reasoned with, we'll make sure to let you know, so you can let everyone else know.
But I think news and morale would be the best thing for people out here right now.
All right.
Also, when you see Delilah, there's a member of the Tapawego tribe here by the name of Hagen. Have her be set free. As a favor. And then everybody else set free by the time I get back. and I kind of squint my eyes. Where else?
Just like,
He just holds his hands up. Not my decision, but I'm with you. I'll do what I can.
Bastion nods, puts on his mask, and slinks into the shadows.
melts into the corner.
That's pretty
Apex,
cool when he
you're
does
just
that.
behind the door, buddy.
I've never actually seen it. I've only pictured it.
Yeah, it's about what you'd expect.
It's about as cool as I was imagining.
Apex does like a little arm pump out unseen. Yes.
I'm telling you, he might be one of the most unique people I've seen out here all my days.
All right. Is there anything else you need from me? Because I can run
think
another
that about
song.
covers it.
All right. Well, my break's ending. I need to get back to it, but I'm never far. Just tune into Gateway Radio.
Ain't no trouble. And if you need anything, I'm sure you have your ways to reach out to us.
He just sort of finger guns at you.
He'll hold out a hand for a handshake. Good talking to you, Toby.
Ah. So formal. He reaches out and shakes your hand.
No problem. All right, you take her easy now.
Thought he was gonna hug you for a second, just like, we don't do handshakes.
Brother's got a hug.
Connor,
That was from Tommy
Yeah.
Boy, also a 90s movie.
during this time, could Theo have just been kind of like lingering around, just nearby but outside? He'll take some weeds and kind of sew them together, and then kind of place a wrap around it, like a cord around the bullet that he dug out of Apex.
Sure. You take some semi-malleable reeds and you begin to fashion a little wearable accessory out of this bullet that was ripped from the stomach of one Apex.
And then Theo will wait by the door waiting for his friends to be done with what they're doing.
Apex would be the first one out, having made his dramatic exit.
Say, Apex. Battlefields of old, they used to keep bullets that didn't kill them. It was a rite of passage. I don't know if you believe in any sort of tradition, but figured this might be something you might like. You'll hand Apex the bullet.
I take it and look at it in my hand. My uncle used to wear one of these around his neck.
Dion nods.
And Apex will put it around his neck and look you in the eye. Thank you.
Of course.
And then we wait for everybody else to get back. Do they ever get back?
We all were together.
Eventually, the rest of you file out of the room. Apex is now sporting a strange copper-colored little lump tied to a necklace.
That's my gut bullet.
Damn, actually looks pretty good on you.
+1 charisma.
Louise kind of laughs.
Well, that's up to the GM, not you, but.
Well, charisma isn't even a stat in this game, so it means nothing. So.
+1
There you
charisma
go.
doesn't do anything for you, but you have +1.
In a different system somewhere, you have +1 charisma.
Yeah.
Man, I would love that in a video game if you found a weapon and it gave you + to a stat that's not in the game.
Just the ultimate troll move.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I do with that?
You get +1 smiles.
You have +1 hair.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
You get +1 dog.
Dog stats.
That's what I'd do. If I made a game, I'd have like the part where anytime you pet a dog, you just get +1 dog.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And it's just a hidden stat that makes other dogs friendlier to you.
You've earned 1 dog.
People compete for how many dogs you get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dude, the dog speed run for Lanny's game is gonna be
the
crazy.
110% dog run.
Yeah.
So do we want to head out now or in the morning? I guess it's already still morning. Or is it afternoon by now? Time is weird.
Probably about noon right now after you got in, had your meeting with Barry, got some food, made your way to the Gold Tower. At this point, it'd probably be about noon or 1.
Well, that remains to be seen. I was gonna go ahead and take a rest maybe in the morning, and that was more for you being shot and needing to get that dug out and whatnot. But how are you feeling?
Antsy.
I mean, we could probably, with the car, make it to Clayton in the zoo real quick, but we do have a free place to stay here.
That's true. That's true enough. Yeah, I suggest we take the car and go ahead and hit up Clayton, then we can go ahead and walk down to Forest Park. I had to look at the map for a minute.
I can split off with you at the crossroads. My business shouldn't take too long. You can meet me there with the car.
Sounds well to me.
Before we head on out, can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
Mm-hmm.
You really think this super mutant's got mind-bending powers?
I don't know how far it extends on a normal, unmutated mind, but I know that it can, at the very least, cause a form of paralysis. And I've experienced it myself.
It felt like something was screaming in my head, like when you have a kickback from a bad med mix.
Like your brain is covered with insects. A bad radiation burn, but like an imagined fire.
That's actually a great way of seeing it, like you're being cooked.
Connor.
Yes.
Theo growing up in the Brotherhood, and especially the Brotherhood coming out to the east to deal with the Master, would he know any of that history?
That's an excellent question. I would say, give me a smarts roll.
All right.
To see how deep into Brotherhood archives you would have delved.
8.
8. You've read reports on... These are also, like, 100-year-old reports at this point. Sure. From out in California, there were reports of intelligent super mutants, reports of organized militias, all falling under the flag of a being known as the Master. No one ever saw this Master, but you heard reports, rumors mostly, that the super mutants seemed to be able to communicate across long distances with the Master. Whether that is from technology that they had a hold of, that just never got recovered, or some other reason, you're not entirely sure. But there are rumors.
I know we talked about it a little bit before, but well, something I read when I was growing up was some of the Brotherhood histories and conflicts and stuff. They try to teach you about wars that happened previously. Something about this. Well, it's kind of familiar to me, at least in the stories. There was a super mutant, something like it, went by the name of the Master. That Brotherhood brought up a massive army to try and fight him, but apparently this Master could communicate with other super mutants and the like from a long distance. Never did figure out whether it was technology, but considering the Brotherhood's stranglehold on technology, especially at that time, I wonder if it's related to this mind ability.
Well,
That might check out.
we also know where to find this particular super mutant's brother.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Oh, did you all forget?
No, I didn't forget.
I didn't.
I didn't forget. I was just figuring.
Briefly, yes.
The fact of,
Come
the
again?
fact of just Johan's
Please.
enough.
Oddly enough, his brother is a ghoul. He leads the Harbingers.
Huh. You think that this individual will be willing to help us go against his brother?
We've done favors for them before, and we have a friend in their ranks. It's worth talking to them at least.
And if Johan's not willing to listen to us, he might be willing to listen to his brother.
That'll probably be another stop we need to make real quick, but, we'll get to that
We can
closer
deal
to
with
the time.
We can deal with the human element first.
Absolutely. I think that might be the easiest thing. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good draw up. Yeah. Jet, the humans, and then Bach. Then after that, we ready up and see if we can't reason with Johan, unless sparing anything else coming up.
It
That sound
amuses
about right?
me that you lump Jet in without the rest of the humans. Is she not human?
Oh, no, you misunderstood. No, Jet's human, like me, and you, and Louise, and Theo, and everybody. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
categorized her differently. It made me question. Anyway,
I-
let's go.
I would assume
I'm fairly nervous.
she's assume she's completely terrifying, Apex.
Oh no, she's an eldritch being from beyond, created by drug-addled minds. She's really more of an idea.
What has science done?
And ideas cannot die.
Shut up, die, shoots gun.
She's like a collective Tyler Durden.
Wait,
my
did
God.
I? That must have been a complete slip of my tongue, because I could have sworn I said Jet with.
Oh, God.
I was just leading you in to mention that she's some type of demon on the battlefield or something, but
Oh, yeah. No,
I
she
am
is
Alvin
absolutely-
Bronson, shrieking vengeance.
I was just thinking now getting to the fucking motorsports arena and Alvin just starts talking to himself and everyone's just like, oh, this makes sense. Okay.
and Bastion's just sitting there. Yes, we are all crazy. Good.
And then Phil's like, is that guy talking to an invisible person?
Just like, shh, don't embarrass him.
Project Mayhem.
Oh man, you know, I kind of wish I would have thought of that. That sounded a lot better than what I had drafted up. God damn it, that sounds really good.
It's like, wait, didn't you say you'd had sex with Jet? How does that work then if she's in your head? Never mind, I don't want to know.
It works easier, honestly.
He said hands, not head.
It's like, oh, easier. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, shall we hit the road?
Back to the matter at hand. Yes. So you're planning on hitting up Clayton to do some trading, and you're hitting up the zoo to just make sure everything is all right.
Trading and training. Yes, I'm continuing to train my bear. If you can't tell, I'm after a very specific perk.
All right. Then let's go ahead and get you situated before the session wraps today. Where's the music? There it is. And you hit the road.
And at that little crossroad between Forest Park and Clayton, I'd hop out.
Sure you don't want one of us to tag along?
You're welcome to if you wish.
Yeah, I'll go with him. Keep him alive.
That sounds awesome.
It's like, you guys have fun! Ah!
I hope you're out of earshot, because Apex would take that as an insult.
Just stitching his whole arm back on. What did we learn?
I'd just say that, like, you know, he'd like get out of the car and just say, like, "You're welcome to join." He'd just start walking, so you would be out of earshot.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, go on, Theo. Just don't say that to him where he can hear you, okay?
Yeah. You two have fun now, all right?
Hey, no trouble at all. You take her on easy. We'll go ahead and see you in about 20.
He'll nod and do a quick walk to catch up with Apex.
All right, as Alvin and Louise...
Oh, wait, Apex, can we borrow some money?
Out of earshot.
Oh.
Drive the car to him.
Just pull up, the window rolls down, you peek your head over. Money, please.
Money,
We have monies.
Since I know you're going somewhere to trade, I will hand you a bag.
Okay.
Inside of it are 2 buff out, 1 jet,
Oh,
2 men.
okay. 2 buff out, 1 jet.
2 mentats.
2 mentats.
Like from
2
Doom?
2 med-X.
I guess they are called mentats.
Let's see. What else?
That's
Oh,
probably what
and
they're named
Deuce's
after.
gun. You can decide to use it if you really want it.
Well, either it's good and we keep it, or it's not so good and we just sell it for more caps.
You
fuck
did
that
say
guy.
it was a particularly expensive-looking gun, like plated.
Wasn't it
with
like
gold.
gold-plated?
It is a engraved revolver made of silver and nickel.
But it might have special stats, so get it appraised, I guess. I don't know. That'll probably be worth quite a few caps if you need to trade it around for stuff.
I love it's like, and drugs. Like the gun was
I
just
give you my drug bag.
It's like the gun was just for the caps. The drugs are just a side bonus.
Yeah, I kept the stim packs and the 1 rat away that they had.
Mm-mm. Cat just sort of looks at all the drugs and is like, no, yeah, I can see this working out.
Yeah, and I kept the Rad-X, because that's useful, especially if we're going to be dealing with super mutants.
Anything you think of we didn't get before you want us to grab you, Apex?
Just make sure to send that messenger to the Tapawego people about Hagen.
Righto.
You got it.
Strap in, Earthshine. Guns the engine and goes.
You got it.
There we go. Updated my inventory. Boom. Alrighty, I continue walking down the road with Theo.
Indeed you do.
As I head off to train my bear.
Next up, bear wrestling.
I've already taught it that I am somewhat of an alpha, so it does look at me with a form of respect right now.
I'm a little bit of an alpha male.
Now I need to become friends. Like Rob's.
That was also from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I still love that we're just keeping this bit going. I just want to let you know.
All right. Theo and Apex eventually broach the front gate of the St. Louis Zoo.
What's the weather like out right now?
Currently, the weather is...
Connor just looks outside.
Can you not hear me?
The weather is night. The weather is nighttime.
Yeah.
Currently, it's a little bit rainy, but it's not terribly overcast. It looks like the rain is starting to break finally.
Let's see. I don't have a whole pig with me this time.
You do have Theo.
So.
He's a doctor. He can go ahead and stitch his arms back on.
Tell me, Theo, how much percentage of your body is meat?
Is there any wild fruit? Like radiated berries or mute fruit or whatever?
Yeah, occasionally you'll come across like bushes or cactuses that may sometimes bear fruit. The flavor is dubious, and nutritional value is also up in the air.
Sure, but Theo kind of look over towards Apex, realizing we don't have a pig. Bears, they tend to eat a lot more vegetation than they do meat.
I look around. I guess there would be some types of foraging plants that would just kind of grow wildly in a place like this, even irradiated.
Yeah, if you want to take a minute to look around.
Just due to the different biomes of the zoo itself.
Well, yeah. Also, animals have to live on something out here, and there are.
Well, some of them are hooked up to an automatic feeder, but
True.
Yeah, I'd take some time to help you forage, and Apex would actually ponder as we forage. You're good with plants.
Yeah. A lot of times I tend to have better relationships with trees and flowers and bushes than I do people.
I feel the same way about animals. They're easier to understand. Their base natures. I can communicate with them better. Understand them, at least. Know what drives them. People are weird.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a weed or a tree self-destruct itself. It either lives or it doesn't. Yeah, so many people in the wasteland, they do things that are just so self-destructive. I don't always understand that.
They capture and hurt other people for very little benefit.
Exactly.
Lie and trick. An animal either eats or it dies.
Yeah, that sure does.
This area around here. And I just I assume we kind of end up in kind of a savanna-ish, open field-like portion of the zoo. Where I imagine many of the actual plants and vegetation would still maybe pop up.
Yeah, let me go ahead and actually get you the map of the zoo.
Yeah, sure.
You?
Do you imagine if tended to, things could grow here?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Apex will kind of see what was a kind of happy, more jovial and calm Theo look a bit nervous at the sight of the open fields.
Or would a different biome be better?
No, this would be good. But... Well, Apex, last time I tried to grow something big, something that could feed and nurture people, it didn't go so well.
He tilts his head. How so?
Theo will take off his glove and reveal pretty heavy burn marks. Brotherhood wanted some form of project, a way to work with some of the locals, try to get some goodwill, but also some common good, mutual benefits, all that. Worked with a few farmers. A lot of them were ghouls, pretty heavily irradiated. Brotherhood didn't mind so much, but a few of the farmers I was working with in this big project to try and get, toilable farmland, they worshipped a glowing one. It was hard to convince the Brotherhood that all the ghouls there weren't, zealots of such. But one night there was an altercation. Some Brotherhood members went to go investigate where these worshippers of the Golden One was, and next thing I knew, there was a firefight. Trying to get out as many people as we could, but all our hard work, all those years, literally gone up in flames. Still don't know what to make of all that. Ever since then, Dread tried to pull some strings to allow me to kind of be on my own. Did mostly reconnaissance for a little while, and I think that did me some good, but I'll admit that traveling with y'all it's been nice.
With everything my parents are working on at the botanical garden, and the fact that my brother trusted this land to me, you're free to practice your skills here, however you see fit. I think it could only benefit this place. And if anything ever tried to burn this land, they'd have to contend with the Apex.
Theo will wipe away a small tear that was forming on his eye. I think I'd like that. I think I'd like that a lot. Thanks, Apex.
But if a different biome would work better, there are other areas. He says, just kind of like not even realizing that he's doing this life-changing thing. Just being very matter-of-fact with everything right now.
Theo will just smile, nod before taking a knee down to the soil, taking out an old piece of like styrofoam cup and just taking it as a sample. No, this'll do just fine.
And we continue gathering sweet fruits and nectars for the bear.
Nearby cactuses and nearly dead bushes give you a nice couple of handfuls of some wasteland fruit. And as you go to feed your Yaoguai, we'll go on over...
I turn it into a paste and mix it up with some squirrel bits.
Ooh, yummers. And as you prepare the meal for your quote-unquote pet Yaoguai, we'll head on back to
he's a friend.
The vehicle with Alvin and Louise on their way to the township of Clayton.
Woohoo!
Road trip.
Are you gonna make me roll for it?
No.
Yeah.
Alvin has the window down a little bit while he just has his hands behind his head, just in the passenger seat. You know, I never thought I'd be in one of these as it's moving. This is always a dream of mine.
Yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, look, you see most of these beaten to half dead to shit on the side of the road, like that one right there. Yeah, that one. And that one, and that picker up, that is half a picker up truck. But no, like, actually see one that's like working, driving, and damn, the look on Boss Man's face when he got that thing rolling up. And then Cynthia taught us how the damn thing works. Oh, damn.
Still wonder if she'd mind me driving it, but she had to know somebody had to if she left.
She's probably comfortable because I can hammer out the dings if it comes down to it.
It's like, I'm a good driver!
You're a new driver. Oh, please, you're a good driver. You're a new driver. You're a new driver. You'd probably be the first one behind the wheel outside of Cynthia and Boss Man in like years and years and years.
It's like eternal. I think internally, outwardly, she just had this sort of pout all of a sudden, just like, harumph.
Think about it. Even Theo was talking about ancient records, about like ship music and whatnot. I didn't hear one word about an ancient record about a man driving a truck out there.
I mean,
You would have. As we drive, the little inane chatter. Are we there yet, or we keep driving?
You are there. Eventually, it's
You've been talking in the parking lot for 15 minutes, weirdos.
Apex
God,
walks back going, hey, tap, tap, you going?
Yeah, you never left.
Eventually,
Go back and get another steak and eat in the car like a degenerate.
Oh, I love eating my sandwiches on the side of a country road out of the trunk of my car like an animal.
There's something very quaint and charming about that.
Oh, yeah. I love joyriding.
Eventually, you reach the city of Clayton.
All right, so how do we want to do this? There's a lot of cabs in here, and
There's a lot of drugs.
So it's like, yeah, is there like the hospital or apothecary? I forget in this place.
This was the first place I got a bullet pulled out of me.
It's true.
memories.
Yeah, it. In terms of townships, this is a rather large one. A lot of people live in Clayton, so it's easy to find a doctor and a practice here.
We can go ahead and just be some traders and whatnot. You want me to go ahead and sell some of the chems? You can sell some of the other stuff in here.
Looks in the bag. It's like, I mean, besides the gun, the only thing in here is chems. So.
Wait, did he just give us a bunch of chems and a gun?
I gave you the bag that I robbed from the drug dealer.
Looks inside bag again. Looks up and nods.
You just hear Apex's voice in the back of your head. I robbed a drug dealer.
He robbed a drug dealer.
I thought he made a goodie bag, but he literally just threw the gun in a bag full of chems. Louise.
Does this make us seem more suspicious?
I mean, nowadays, no. If I could only imagine, like, in Cynthia's day, absolutely.
Nowadays, you're weird if you don't walk into town with a bag full of drugs and a gun.
I'm trying to imagine how
People are immediately suspicious of you.
Normie.
I'm actually
Yeah,
trying
that
to think
guy's
how
wearing clean
apoplectic-
clothes.
Hey,
I'm trying
where'd
to
you
think-
find a shower?
Oh God. I'm trying to
That
think.
guy's weird. He don't
how
smell like poop.
Get out of
Wait,
here.
what
No
was I
poop.
Shit, what was I saying?
Oh,
I'm trying to think of apoplectic. I'm not gonna get it out.
You're right, Ro. It's stuck.
Trying to think how apoplectic Cynthia would have gotten if she had found out that Apex just stole drugs from a drug dealer. I think she might have had an opinion on that one.
Oh, hell.
Oh,
All right, I'll
shine
tell you
a
one
few.
thing. Considering there's just drugs and a gun.
I
wanna
say if you
sell
know
the
where to
drugs and the gun.
sell the drugs, if you know where to sell the drugs or shine, I'll just follow your lead if you want to get that stuff over with first.
We should probably sell. What do we have in here? Tell me the list of what we have again, Sarah.
It was 2 buff out, 1 jet, 2 mentats, 2 medics, and a gun. A
Deuce's
shiny
gun.
gun. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, good taste in firearms, maybe.
But fuck that guy.
And a bean on his head. Let's see. How about we sell the chems first? Should probably be a dock or some kind of sawbones or whatnot laying around here. We'll go ahead and find them first.
Alright, lead on. You're the one who ain't been here yet.
Ah, you true enough. All right, let's go ahead and mosey. And I will mosey.
Mosey, 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 mosey.
Mosey, 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 mosey.
Commence the mosey.
You mosey. You mosey, and you do find the clinic of one Dr. Tyrone Powers.
Is this the same guy who took that? Is this the same guy who took out Apex's bullet before?
I don't believe it's the same doctor, no.
We went to the veterinarian for that one.
Can you call yourself a true doctor if you haven't taken a bullet out of the Apex?
Howdy there. Are you available right now, or is this a bad time?
Yes. How can I help you?
Well, I'd like to offer you a trade if you'd like. We actually have some chems for trade if you're willing to go ahead and trade with us.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I've actually been needing some chems here around the practice, so I'll be willing to pay you a pretty penny for them. What have you got?
Hey, no trouble at all. Here, let me just go ahead and set them out here, and I'll just go ahead and set out the chems on the table. Go ahead and take a pick. You just go ahead and just throw me an offer. We'll work from there. Old-fashioned haggling.
Remind me again what you have.
2 buff out, 1 jet, 2 mentats, and 2 medics. The gun is not a drug.
Unless.
Just like stick the gun on the thing too. It's like that's.
Unless you give it to a
not
white
drugs.
razor. Like Screaming Jim.
Smoke out of it.
Sticks the barrel up their nose. That's not how you know.
No. Then you light the chamber, and then he dies. Just.
He's willing to buy the buff out for 20 apiece.
Oh, okay.
You said you had mentats as well?
2 mentats.
Mentats he'll buy for 25. He's not interested in the gun.
Why not?
Don't you want your doctor gun? A PhD and
I'm just saying, sometimes.
What do you mean you can't afford the copay?
Listen,
hey, put back on the table.
I've taken a vow. A vow to do as little harm as possible.
Now give me some of them mentats so I can do surgery better.
All right, so the buff out's 40, mentats are 50.
What else did you have in there?
2 medics and 1 jet.
Med-X he is actually going to pay a premium for.
Ooh.
He's willing to take it off your hands for 50 apiece.
Oh, fucking
Hell
sweet.
yeah, brother. All right, and is he interested or uninterested in the, you said jet was the last thing, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he interested in Brahmin farts?
He is not interested in the jet.
Awesome. Keep that.
More for me.
All right. Let's see. That would be, 190. I think that's perfectly fair. How about you, Louise? You think that's a fair deal?
I mean, you know better than me.
All right, then we're in accordance. I'll hold out a hand for a handshake. I'm willing.
Coughs on your hand.
He's a doctor.
Yeah, the
Well,
doctor.
that's how we do it.
The doctor spits in his hand. Good deal.
Yeah.
Fine deal.
Frontier medicine.
I'd take that deal. Damn fine
I'll
deal.
take that deal. Damn fine deal.
You do shake on it. And he slides you your, what was it, 150 caps?
190 caps.
190
Two
caps.
Was 40, two mentats was 50, and then 2 medics was 100.
190 caps. It's a good haul.
All right.
Well, I
Thank you very
appreciate
much
you doing
for your
business.
patronage, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have yourself a great rest of your day now.
Stay safe out there.
You as well.
Thank you.
You see Alvin is beaming. Like, he's just happy actually just doing a job that isn't just like peel their arms off.
I just have to sell drugs today. Wow.
Wow, cool.
Oh, this ain't bad actually.
I could deal drugs.
Hell yeah.
Suddenly, life
like-
has new meaning.
Just
Maybe I
slides
found
back
my true calling.
This slides back to Tripper. You know, how about we just sell him? And he's like, now you're speaking my language. His arm is nothing but Med-X needles.
I mean, that's almost literally what happened.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's right. Is it that one guy here? The one that Alvin
Yeah,
turns his
Tripper left Riverside and got a job at Union Station.
Oh yeah, I gotta
he's
take him
fucking
over there.
awesome.
I was like, oh shit, Urshan, I gotta go over here real quick. Hang on, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, I think
Takes him over to the
Theo.
shop.
Yeah, Theo and Louise would be the only ones who know that Tripper is at Union Station.
Wait, what was that you're talking about?
Just come on.
Okay.
Goes into the shop, sort of raps on the side of the door. Heyo!
To be specific, you're going to Union Station to visit Tripper.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, we're in Clayton right now, Sarah.
Yeah, you're in Clayton right now, which is a city
Yeah.
outside of Union Station.
Which is okay.
Quick detour.
Like, hang on, drags Alvin out.
Then
Where are we
drives
going?
drives all the way back to Clayton.
Oh god.
Look, I've made some speech oopsies today.
Yeah, rewind.
So I will allow you to also absolve the oopsie.
Thank you for allowing me to absolve the oopsie. Let's go to the weapon shop then. Deal with this gun.
Get it to pray. See what it does.
Absolutely.
It's a sparkle shiny. It's got gold text on it. It's got to do something.
mean,
It's true.
I mean, it is gold plated. What? That looks fancy. You think your sister
Well,
might be interested in this?
Let's see how decent it is. For all I know, the gold part's the only interesting thing, and we may as well sell it in that case.
I wouldn't put it past him to have a solid gold revolver. That's not a good idea, by the way.
Oh no, yeah. So yeah, let's go to the
Although if
weapon
it
vendor
is-
then.
Ooh,
Or the weapon guy here.
No, you're right. We should
We're
sell.
on
We should
fucking
sell.
Union Station. I'm so stupid.
No, you're not. You're not stupid. You're just immersed.
Like I thought.
No,
stuff we
we're
did were
selling
in
the gun.
Clayton.
I enter the gun store. Lift Sarah.
Yeah, let's go to the gun store.
You go to the gun store.
Yeah,
Maybe
we go
I'm
to the
meant
gun
for us to go to
museum.
Union Station as opposed to Clayton.
Possibly. Union Station is the big trade hub in the Wasteland.
Yeah, I think I meant for us to go to Union Station, not Clayton.
Okay.
I think I mistakenly. But we already sold the chems, so it's just like.
You could visit Phil's mom. Phil's mom lives here.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
You can tell her that you failed to kill Barry.
Oh. No, that wasn't what I meant. Because I thought we were going to. I thought it was Union Station! No, I'm not ready.
Face your trauma.
I've already faced a bunch of trauma.
Face more of it.
Do more.
Character.
Golden Corral your trauma.
Not sponsors, unless.
Go back for fourths on the trauma.
But yeah, I totally mixed up Clayton and fucking Union Station. I thought.
Well, they're both trade hubs.
Well, I'll tell you what. That next dungeon we completely clear out, we're going to Union Station. So you table that.
Let's just go to the weapon vendor.
We're doing. All right. So yeah, Alvin will go ahead and be looking around, or maybe small talking, looking for just a gun vendor.
Yeah, you go to a weapons shop called Spray and Pray.
Radical Rex.
Please tell me there's a giant cross in the middle of the words.
No, please
Pray
tell me
and
Twitch from the
pray.
game
Pray and
League of Legends
pray.
is there.
He
Pray and pray.
he actually ran out of paint, so he had to get creative. Because Spray and Pray have very similar letters, he just put the P and the S in different sort of capitalizations. It's a little hard to look at, but
it's economic.
there you go.
I will. Yeah, I'll go inside. Howdy, anyone here?
Eh?
I said, anyone here?
Eh? Speak up! Is someone here?
Sir.
Yeah.
Oh!
Uh.
Well, welcome!
Yeah.
You see this old man with he's completely bald on the top of his head. But he's got the ring of hair around his head. I'm not sure what that look is called, other than severe
I
balding.
call it the
that
Roman
horseshoe
senator because I
build,
have the
like-
same thing.
Like the Bill Dotrieve.
Yeah, except that hair is really long and is sort of standing up on end.
Ah.
Ah, the Dr. Wily. Gotcha.
It's like if Nappa went Super Saiyan.
Ah, okay.
But he can't because he's dead.
It's true.
So like the Ring Hawk.
He sort of squints out from behind the counter and looks over your shoulder. Were you followed?
Oh no, sir. Nope. Ain't nobody following me.
Oh, good.
Now that being said, I do have something I'd like to offer to see if you're interested in trading, or maybe you might be able to tell me what it is exactly.
Yeah, all right.
We were out and about, and we found, and I'll pull out the gold revolver, this thing.
Oh. That's a shiny piece right there.
That's
And
what I'm
he-
saying.
He snatches it up and takes a look at it.
Chamber for 44. snub nose. The engraving's not going to give you any tactical advantage whatsoever, but it looks nice. It's something to take off your corpse should you bite it out there.
Fun prize, I'd say.
Hey,
Would you be interested in trading for such a piece?
Sure.
Ask what it does.
What? Why you? I was getting to it! Sit the fuck down! This is my scene, not your scene, and by association, it is her scene! You feed your bears! Feed them, Lanny!
It's the little apex on the shoulder going like, tell them.
Feed that bear until you're full!
Criticism taken. I apologize.
So the gun.
The gun.
He tells you that this weapon is named Straight Shooter.
Straight Shooter.
It is essentially a regular .44 revolver, snub-nosed, but if you are drunk while you are wielding it, you have a +1 to all of your body rolls.
Outstanding.
Such a fun fucking gun. I want that in one of the games. I would totally make a build about that.
There are like addiction and chem builds, and there are weapons, I believe, that do stuff like this.
I've never done one. Oh, I should try that one. And anyway,
Probably pretty chaotic.
All the numbers.
You can build one right now.
I could. Goes back to the doctor. Give me all those drugs.
Give me that shit back. In fact, give me some more shit.
I can't. I was robbed.
What is the basic stats for this gun?
Other than its additional properties, the Straight Shooter is simply lethal, medium range, loud, loading 6, and that's about it.
All right. Well, considering the little lady here found it, let me go ahead and just talk for just 1 second. I'll lean back to Louise. Does that seem like something you'd be interested in?
A gun that gets better the more you drink.
Would you say this gun is better than an SMG, sir?
Depends on the SMG, but on the whole, I'd say probably not. Depends on your liver strength.
Alvin nods sagely.
I don't know how it works. Wasteland's weird.
A wild wasteland, one could say.
I guess I got no particular attachment to it, or Sean, if you think we'll get more out of it by selling it.
That sounds fine with me. I'd like to go ahead and sell it if it's possible.
I'll take it off your hand for 250 caps.
I mean, she doesn't do that out loud.
Starshine made the E. You have a deal.
I didn't.
All right. It's a deal. Suckers.
That was internal.
I
think he just said suckers under his breath.
Look, breaking their arms and whatnot is simple. Alvin's not really that much of a traitor. Alvin is more of a, hey, I found this sword while I beat the crap out of this dude and ripped open his ribcage.
Yeah.
It amuses me that my antisocial character has done the most haggling this campaign.
I find that so fucking funny.
Well, we also don't have Cynthia sort of being like, don't take the fucking first offer. Just be like, that sounds good. That's a chunk of money.
Yeah.
Money.
Welcome to what I do when I did trading. I was like, yep, awesome. Don't actually let me go ahead and buy or sell things. I can't sell Rick James a bag of crack, okay? So don't put me on it.
Well, of course not. He's dead.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, because you need the Ouija board. You need the Ouija board, and how are you gonna ghost up some crack?
What you're saying is he doesn't need the crack anymore.
Oh, he needs the ghost weed.
Ghost crack.
Anyway, 250 caps.
250
caps.
caps.
That's 440 in total. You can do a lot of damage with that, I'd say.
I will.
All right, no trouble at all. Hey, thank you. And all that being said, I'll lean back to Louise. What's your ammo count looking like?
Oh, not bad. Let me think. I got 2010 mil, 4 shotgun slugs, 20 shotgun buckshot. I mean, I don't think I'd mind a top off, but we should also look at if there's anything regular any guns this fine gentleman has.
Yeah, no trouble. What's your favorite gun you like to use, Louise?
Oh, you know me, shotgun usually does me pretty well.
I got shotgun rounds. I've got submachine gun rounds.
Oh, I do have that new laser pistol though.
You have power cells for these things, or are you strictly more of the
Sure. I've got some fusion cells around here.
No shit. All right.
Microfusion or the regular fusion too? Or core, I mean.
I don't know. Fusion core. Fusion core keeps the lights on. Keeps the lights on. Fusion cells.
sir.
Now that's the stuff you plug into the guns, and it makes the lasers, and it makes the bad people go away.
Yeah, the pew pew pew, right?
Yes. Just don't.
Looks to Alvin like, see, I know how stuff works.
Don't throw them into a fire. Is all I'm gonna say. Don't throw these into the fire.
Hey, no trouble.
They
at
will
all, and
explode.
noted.
Makes note for specific roleplay moment later.
Makes note of how to make Raider death traps out of fusion cells in a fire. All right.
Makes note never to hand that to Apex.
Now, this is ammo, but
You keep that in the
Apex, right
child-proof
mind.
cabinet.
that can be a bear trap. Wait, no. Wrong choice of words. You're taming a bear. Let's see. All right. Let's see. How many of those cells you think you need, Starshine?
Well, how much you charging for each?
3 apiece. I've got 28 left.
Oh shit, only 3 apiece, huh? It's 3 pieces. I'd say maybe let's get me 5 of them then.
We'll take 5.
15
They got 30
caps.
shot. They got 30 shots a cell, so that's actually a steal.
That's the discount. That's part of the Home Depot, baby.
That's the spray and pray way. By the way, you don't happen to have any white paint on you, do you?
Oddly
Swings her
enough,
head,
let me
looks at her.
check my shit.
Swings her head, looks at Alvin. Because it would actually not surprise her.
Or maybe a big bag of drugs?
Ah, damn it.
Oh, speaking of which, you have paint or meth I could turn into paint.
Or paint I could turn into meth.
I can
Or
huff the
glue.
paint.
Either or.
I can huff the paint in a pinch, but you know.
Let's see. Ah, I do not have paint. I have turpentine, which gets rid of paint, but not paint.
That's not what I need.
That's the polar opposite of what the man needs. No, I don't. Well, no, I don't have any white paint. But I'll tell you what. If I find some, I'll let you know.
It was a long shot, but I'll hold you to it. If you can bring me some, that'll help me complete my sign.
Side quest initiative.
I've had some complaints.
I literally wrote it down.
Right.
All right.
So that's 15 for you, and then the 5 fusion
all
cells.
right.
Is there anything else you want?
All right. How about you, Louise? You need any submachine gun rounds? You need any shotgun shells?
Wouldn't mind a few more, maybe a few more 10 mils and a few slugs.
10 millimeter.
Ah, yes, the liquid SMG.
The liquid gun.
Squirt gun, they called it. Only now it does radiation damage.
Got about 40 or so of this. I'll just give them away for 1 apiece.
All right. Let's say
I got 20, so I'd say maybe give me 15 more. That probably hold me good.
15
I'll
more.
take 15 with
15
10
more
mil.
caps.
all right.
As
I
for
got
your
you on that
shotgun
one.
shells, were you looking for anything specific?
Slugs specifically. I got buckshot.
Slugs.
Yeah, you got some out slugs back there?
I can look. Yeah, I got some slugs. Got about 5 of these left.
How much you put
How
them
much?
off for?
I'll run you 2 caps per.
Yeah, give me all of them.
There
All
you
right,
go.
we'll take 'em.
No, what kind of guns and weapons do you have? In case I'm wanting to upgrade or anything.
Let me see here.
Pulls out a rocket launcher. Found this outside.
I found this.
Out by Raccoon City way.
He beat the
Oh.
whole game in 15 minutes. Can you believe that?
It's only been used once.
It's
In my
red.
stock I'm willing to sell, I've got an assault rifle, a combat shotgun, and a laser rifle. Long barrel, standard stock.
Laser rifle.
Well, yeah.
Damn.
Brotherhood of Steel used to wield these babies and did their best to suck the blood out of good, hard-working folk like you and me.
That's better than a pistol, right?
Well, yeah. Longer
How
range,
much?
higher capacity, more stopping power,
God,
and
I
it
feel like-
uses the same type of
Stop!
ammo.
Stop! I can only get so wrecked. How much is it?
That'll probably run you about 800.
No. It's just immediately it's just like
she.
now I know how
Oh,
Cynthia
don't-
felt about that rocket launcher.
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry, Starshine. We'll go ahead. We'll go ahead. And maybe earn enough to get that one day.
Just gotta rob some more drug dealers.
Exactly. And I know just the guy. You know,
Oh
we can
my
just send back over
God!
to Apex.
No, it's just like I know the perfect place, and we happen to be going to a place with a lot of drugs.
you place another bag of drugs at my feet, just like yeah, go ahead, a drug dealer.
Found
Well-
the drugs.
And any armor, sir?
Yeah, let me take a look at my...
Yeah, the rifle might be a little rich for us right now, but yeah, some armor might be good.
You might want to upgrade. I mean, that nice Chinese stuff I might want to hang on to, but let's see what he's got.
I've got a pre-war army helmet and fatigues.
Damn.
I've got
Maybe
this.
Apex wanted to
and
dress
he,
up.
he holds up like a burlap sack, like for potatoes, but with 2 holes cut in the front.
But
Want this?
Oh, a sack mask. Oh man, I remember me and some of the fellas used to go ahead and make these out the rip. They're good for getting the dust out of your face and whatnot, and also good at jumping out and scaring the shit out of people. Call them scare masks. I'm good on that. I'm good on that one. Those fatigues and whatnot interest me though. What are the how much you selling those for?
You want them both?
Well, I mean, you can't have the army fatigues without the helmet, right?
Fair point.
Apex might want to borrow it.
I think 12 for everything will probably do you well.
You know what? I'll take those army fatigues and that helmet off your hands to that 12. That sounds good enough with me.
Alrighty.
And now I have an unlockable cosmetic skin.
It's
Go
true.
Alvin.
Pay to win.
The
I
helmet
did pay,
does
so
offer you
technically.
3 armor.
Can I combine that with the synth armor that I have on right now and have 7 armor instead of 4?
It's a head slot.
Yeah, you sure can.
I love equipping shit. All right, let's go. You know, yeah. Actually, now I think about this. All right. Well, hey, thank you very much for everything. We'll be hitting the road now, and like I said, if I find some white paint, I'll go ahead and make sure I give it to you. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it, partner. Don't get dead out there.
Hey, no trouble at all. Thanks for the business.
Yep.
Eh.
And I will leave and look down at Louise. You know, now that I think about it, I think we do need to go ahead and get some stim packs, right? Because I got none on me. You got any on you?
I got 4 from Union Station, which I'm now realizing I meant to take you to, but never mind that. Rewind. Yeah, if you want to go, I guess we could have checked with the doctor. Maybe we run back to him real quick.
Hey, no trouble at all. We'll go ahead and take this, and then we'll go ahead and slide back up to Apex and Theo.
Don't forget to pay the messenger.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you, God. It sounds
I was racking
Apex echoes in the back of your mind.
We also got to find out to get that. We also got to find out to get that messenger up into. Tapawingo to go ahead and tell the leader that Hagen's alive and she's over.
Oh, right. Louise goes and pokes her head back in the weapon shop. Hey, sir, one more question.
Hey, where's you?
You got like a messenger service or something in town?
Yeah, I think there's a courier service in town somewhere. Don't use them myself, but...
Point me in the direction?
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Lanny? I stared at that on my monitor the entire time, and I was just like, oh, right. I'm staring at it. I'm literally staring at it under the amount of caps I have.
Money blinds you.
God, doesn't it just? Fringe, you used to be something, then you got the money, and now your eyes fell out of your head.
Money'll do that.
My eyes just roll out of my head like ping pong balls?
Yeah, it'll happen.
And then the IRS takes them.
You're looking for the Show Me Courier Service.
All right.
Should be
Show me
somewhere in
courage.
town.
All right, let's mosey.
All right, thank you very much. All right, and we will look for the Show Me Courier Service as we mosey. Mosey.
It's easy enough to.
Mosey.
It's easy enough to mosey. You do manage to find the Show Me Courier Service. It's housed in a sort of small building. It's got a simple plank sign with looks like their logo might have been burned into the wood.
Damn, that's fancy.
But you are greeted at the front desk by a sort of a middle-aged looking gentleman.
Howdy. I'd like to go ahead and get a message out if I can.
Message from who to who? Do you have a
message-
place of You have an idea where this person might be?
I do.
Pretty much all that, yeah.
A message from the Apex to Palmer of Tapawingo.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
What's the message?
Message reads, we have found Hagen. She resides in Westport. She is at the time of this message alive and well in that location.
All right. I'll be 25 caps.
All right, here you are, sir. I'll go ahead and just slap down the 25. Feel like myself and my dwindling money when I go out to the Circle K and my joyrides right now.
You still got a decent amount.
Keeps going down. Number keeps going down. Why does it go down? Should go up. Why number go up? Why it go down?
I wanted
Number
I
no
wanted
go down,
food.
number go up.
Why did money go down?
Number go down. Why number not go up?
I just wanted eggs. Why am I broke?
I don't like participating in a capitalistic society.
All right. Thank you very much for the service, sir. Hoping the message gets out swiftly, and you have yourself a good day.
All right. Are you gonna be staying in one spot for the next couple?
We do tend to run around, but we do have a room in Westport at the, what do you call it, the Pondside Hotel.
Yeah, that was it.
Pondside Hotel. Okay. We'll
yes.
we'll leave a message at your room. We'll tell you
All
when
right.
the message has been relayed.
Appreciate
Alright.
it, sir.
Sounds well with me. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Y'all have a good day now.
Of course. I hope
Yeah, just-
I hope you appreciated that from the Apex. There you go. Just write it as
The
the
Apex.
Hey. All capital letters.
Wait, like the comic book guy?
No,
The comic book character?
no shit. You've read that?
I fucking
Oh my
love that
god!
guy.
I'd have that would be the first thing I'd tell you. I'd be like, look, somebody found your comic. They're reading it. They like it. The Apex explodes.
All right.
Now just take a swing over back to that doctor, and I guess just to save time, does he have any
Yeah.
stim packs and how much
He
of those?
does
Yeah,
have
stim
stim
packs.
packs for sale. He has about 3 for sale, and he's selling them for 50 each.
Ooh, how much we got left?
I mean, it's pricey, but like we could go ahead and spend 150 on the caps and just settle out with 213 caps. That's actually not a bad haul and good dealing.
Oh yeah.
I'll take that bet. I'll get 3 stim packs.
Okay. 150 caps.
Yep, slap it on, slap it on. There we go. All right.
I think you should
I'll
hold
take
on to those, or John, since I got 4 on my name, and I think Apex and Theo, when we were shopping last, got some for themselves too. But we'll sort it when we see them.
Oh, good. I finally have health potions. Finally. I can engage in combat comfortably. All right. So, thanking him for his business, we'll head out to the roads, and then going to the car and whatnot. Just kind of lean on the side of it. Is there anything else you want to do while we're here?
No, I think that honestly covers it. I don't think we should leave those two by themselves too long anyway.
All right. You sure? Because, everything and...
I suppose I should think on that a bit more, but at the moment, I'm okay.
Okay. If you're okay, I agree with it, but... I just want to make sure you're all good. Yeah?
Meh.
All right. Well, let's mosey on. Let's see how many stitches Apex has this time. What's your bet? Mine's 4?
Depends what he's gonna try and train that bear to do now.
Ooh.
Yeah, 4.
4? All right. I think we'll both settle on 4. All right. Start her up.
You fire up the Corvega and begin to drive to Forest Park and eventually the St. Louis Zoo. And with your job in Westport complete, your several very long time coming projects and quests wrapping up in a neat little bow, Hagen having been located and a message relayed to the Tapawingo tribe, Deuce ousted as mayor and taken away to hopefully never see the light of day again. There's also a few things you neglected to do in Westport, namely the Brotherhood of Steel's wiretapping device.
On purpose. I still got it, but we've already established I don't trust them as an organization.
As these plot
Very
points
true.
wrap up and Westport is left to elect new leadership for itself in this time of change, there are a few tasks left that await the runaways, and the looming threat from beyond the gateway itself. But that is a tale that will have to wait for next time.
On Gateway.
On Gateway!
On Gateway! What a fun
On
session.
Gateway.
Ugh.
That was a fun session.
Lots
I
of
need to
role
go
play.
bathroom just real quick, but I'll be back
Fair
for
enough.
exits, outros.
Fair
One
enough.
second.
I think we had like 3 dice rolls all night, maybe 4.
Yeah?
Why don't you
do-
trust the Brotherhood of Steel, Mr. the Apex?
Something about the dogma my family fed me when I was young.
I mean,
I see.
Theo's not too far behind you, Apex.
That
And I
just,
didn't-
that and just knowing how their organization acts towards those that they deem different.
And I
Well-
didn't install it because I didn't have it on my person.
Guys, you are getting ready to enter the final leg of your journey here.
Woo!
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I am also quite excited, because you've
I-
yet to explore much of the area to the east here.
Yeah, we're entering the final arc, but we got to get Alvin his power armor.
Indeed, indeed.
And I feel like the only way I can measure up at that point is just to have a bear that I can ride into battle, honestly. So
Oh, I do remember that caveat about the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm not allowed to have that, am I?
It feels
I
like the
don't
campaign
know.
only started recently? No, the fuck it didn't. It's been like 3 years.
yeah, we've had a
Yeah.
cast change and everything.
Yeah.
We're on episode 83.
83.
Mm-hmm. Well, regardless of that, Fringe, why don't you tell the good people here where they can find you and what are you up to?
Oh, do we lose?
Okay.
Oh no, no! Discord had a hiccup. I'm sorry about that. Can you
Okay,
run
that's
that
Yeah.
so that was an everybody problem.
Oh, that was all of us. Okay.
Good.
All I heard was fringe and then nothing.
Fringe.
Yes, Connor.
Where can they find you? What are you up to?
Hey everybody, my name is Fringe, Mr. Fringo. You can go ahead and find me at twitch.tv/FringeType to watch Fringo play video games. I play all kinds of video games, retro games, RPGs, and spooky horror games. I stream, I try to do 4 streams like a week. I do like Monday and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is kind of what I'm trying to shoot for. And what we're doing right now is I'm firing up playing some old roguelikes. Do you remember Tales of Magiel, Connor? I feel the itch
I
again.
do.
I'm gonna play it again.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show people how to break that game. Hopefully my stream doesn't crash because I caused my CPU to cry from the amount of data input I shunt into it. That I should not play a time class streaming that game, I'm thinking.
Alright.
But that being said, you could go ahead and watch me tell fun stories. I'm known for doing giggles, laughs, and whatnot, japery on my stream. So if you want to come down to twitch.tv/fringetype and just come on down, I will do my best to make you smile. Also, you get cool emotes like this. Look at that. That's Mr. Door laughing and nodding. Don't you want that? You can have that if you go to twitch.tv/fringetype. That's me. That's me. Thank you, Connor.
Absolutely. Up next, we've got Lanny Pator.
That's me. You can find me all over the internet under the username Lanny Pator. Here on Twitch, got a pretty stacked day tomorrow, but you can probably catch me on in the, I don't know, 7 o'clock-ish hour Pacific time. If I'm able to get on, probably doing some Marvel dailies and playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been really enjoying Marvel. It's kind of been my addiction lately, so I've been playing that a bunch. Been busy otherwise, but I do try to stream in the evenings around 6 to 7 o'clock Pacific time. If you see me on around that time, feel free to join in. I always appreciate the company. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a good night.
Yeah. And up next, we got Sarah.
Me.
We're gonna find you when we get
I'm on. What? Hello?
Yeah.
You're there.
Wait, I'm on. I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube at Sarah with an H and with an E Willie, and I mean, yeah, I don't got. Good game.
Good game.
See you next weekend for more of the Boulder's Gate, I assume.
How on
Correct.
earth is that campaign still going with you guys? I know you're playing every other week, but man.
Oh, apparently, we're getting close to wrapping that up as well. I think Arkolf said
Yeah, we're getting there.
that we've got about maybe 5 sessions left.
Have you never beaten Baldur's Gate, Connor?
Nope.
Dear Lord.
Nope.
This will be my first time.
That's crazy to me that you haven't played that.
We
I've
found
played
out
Baldur's Gate.
secrets last time.
I just kept restarting and making new characters because making
Ah.
my own season to you. It's also really fucking long, so.
It is very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes. And that will bring us to Zan.
Hey, that's me. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/BurnoutVon tomorrow at around 2:30 PS. Domains of Dread. Aside from that, on Monday at 7 p.m. PST over at twitch.tv/ZenOsGrim, we should be on for some more Stalwart Souls with a few friends of the Unexpectables channel. However, if there are plane issues, because there are 2 people out of town, then I'll probably stream something else, maybe some Helldivers too. We'll see what we're doing. Then Tuesday over at twitch.tv/DistortionDevil at around 2 p.m. PST. Something's happening. I don't know. We'll see. And then over twitch.tv/Montyglue at 7 p.m. PST. You can catch me over there doing some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage, playing some very high-level D&D 5th edition content. So if any of that piques your interest, that will be there. You can catch me over on Blue Sky where all these announcements are made, over at @ZanOsGrim, and I believe that's me.
How about you, Connor?
As for me, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky, @DistortionDevil. You can find all of my TTRPG shenanigans over at youtube.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls, patreon.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls as well if you feel like supporting and maybe earning some extra benefits while I try to figure out this YouTube channel that I have been honestly planning for a long time and only just now pulled the trigger on it. Stream schedules will be regularly updating next week as we got back from Anime Detour, and oh my goodness. Again, just absolutely magical time, but I'm fucking beat.
Hmm.
Yeah, Minnesota will do that to you.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really, really fun. Yeah, looking forward to doing
Got
more
the
like
worm
it.
now.
Yeah,
The worm.
the worm.
Worm is the worm is a worm is a worm is a...
The worm.
The worm. And that's pretty much about it for me. Gonna be playing some more Fallout tomorrow, as the chat voted, and I'm doing a series playthrough of Fallout, oddly enough. And we started with 1, and character creation got a little fucky.
Yeah, have you ever played like 1 or 2 before?
I have not played them. I've seen playthroughs of them. I know generally stuff what happens, and I've done like lore deep dives and stuff into them. But I've never actually played Fallout 1 and 2.
Some of my favorite games. And if you thought the character creator was like a lot, imagine being like 10.
I accidentally did like the dumb build at first. I had
dude.
1 point in intelligence too few, and my character was doing the the caveman talk.
Dude, just go all strafe, no int, make Dakuba.
I was literally thinking that.
Dakuba would just punch through their
Dakuba.
head.
Welcome to. I forgot the name of the first town you go to.
We'll say
Anyway.
Connor.
Oh,
Huh?
welcome to our city, Dakuba.
You know, I have to do this thing where I have to like roll dice in person because Roll20 doesn't exist for me in analog space.
Okay.
Any dice you can recommend while I'm going through that whole ordeal?
You know, if I had to give one recommendation, I think I would say, definitely, Dire Dice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Discord
Discord really ate that one. Die Hard Dice is your... It's your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order.
Is there merchandise in which
Yeah.
to use to like buy shirts and garments to what cover my body?
Correct. You can find it over at our
Wow.
spring store. We've got all sorts of different designs, including a gateway design. Looks like a comic book cover. Highly recommend that one. Not biased. Not biased. But
Not biased, best shirt by the way. Best shirt.
you can
best
also
shirt.
pick up some fun, fantastic Unexpectables swag there as well. And of course, we couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you.
a bit of chubs.
Bits and subs. Indeed. From people such as... Mr. Insecure. Wait, no, I already read that one. Nature. Nope, already read that one as well. Dregger Boy, thank you for the raid. How's it going? Hale Ward, thank you for the Prime sub. And Bull Honkinator, thank you for the 10,000 bits.
Holy fucking bejesus.
Gateway 100 years. That said, Zan, specifically, did you make Theo because you wanted to stress the what?
Oh,
No?
we lost Lanny.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no.
Disconnect?
Did I want to stress what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
It looks like he's offline.
Oh,
I
wanted
think
to
he might
stress
have
the addiction system.
Nah, maybe his internet just crapped out.
Also, that's where the message ends.
Oh, because you wanted
Because you wanted to stress the-
I did
Yeah.
want to stress the. That's true.
Yeah, it was the addiction system. It was the addiction system.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that was part of it. The mechanic seemed really interesting to me, but also I just did some cursory like research into Connor's hometown, and I thought the character would fit really well with the setting. And I'm happy that Connor allowed me to play Brotherhood of Steel. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah. You might notice some fleur-de-lis patterns on Theo's armor. That is also a reference.
To the French.
Yeah. To the St. Louis flag, actually. But also, yeah, probably the French.
Shit. I didn't know that, actually. That's right as shit.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking cool.
It is pretty fucking cool.
But yes.
Yeah.
I think that is everything, and I don't know when we're gonna get Lanny back if we do. But for now, I think I will go ahead and release you to the... Oh, PC decided to crash through a random update.
No.
Fair enough. Thanks for playing. Damn it, Windows and your random updates. Anyway.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's go ahead and... Who should we raid?
Somebody.
Somebody such as...
Oh, there's nobody on that I know other than us, so...
I see. Let me look. You know, Nat19 Official is currently streaming. Let's go ahead and raid them. Raid our good friends over at Nat19. And what should our raid message be?
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook.
Dang the 90s!
It should be Dane Cook, period.
Yeah, no.
Dane Cook.
Just Dane Cook.
Yeah, just very plain, just Dane Cook.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. And his catchphrase, Bazinga.
Bazingo.
Famously, yes.
Yes, famously known for saying Bazinga before robbing a bank.
It's true.
Yep.
All right, everyone.
I'm a writer, Dane Cook will ruin your life of syntax. Let's make it happen.
Take care. We'll see you this time next week for more Prince Division Plays Baldur's Gate, and then the week after that, we're back with more Gateway.
10,000
now.
years, baby.
Damn! 1,000 years gateway.
Peace out, everyone.
Peace out, bud.
Bye-bye.